Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, unlike your heroes, unlike those who lie to you in the media, unlike those who promise you new films and projects for summer of 2000 and what the fuck, I will always be here, dad bod and all, showing you my nips.
Oh, I thought you were going to say showing us the way, because that is the way.
I was going to go with that, but I was like, I don't want to throw another Mandalorian reference out there. They deserve better.
Well, we deserve better, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But first, up next, that man usually chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan Big Rig, Nick Utam.
What's going on, everybody? I'm glad to be here tonight.
And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
We're going to the Super Bowl!
Yeah, you know what?
Jesus.
I was going to start this out with a congratulatory speech for you, man, telling you I'm happy for you. Your teams, 2 teams in this calendar year, are going to go win the biggest trophies in the leagues. And then this Obi Wan news came out. So, yeah.
Still a game to go. Still got one to go.
I know. I'm on the Chiefs side, bro. Don't worry.
Thank you.
So is Jesse, she says. So tonight is a very big night because originally we were going to be talking about Captain Marvel 2 and all sorts of other fun stuff. But now we have this Obi Wan Kenobi news. So folks in the chat, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up and start letting people know. Just flood the links everywhere on social media because this is going to be like a bonus high count. So it's going to be a lot of fun talking about this tonight. So up first, let's start the show like we always do. We have some new patrons. So guys, over on Patreon tonight, we are going to finally give you our nominations for the World Class Bullshitters Hall of Fame. What that is those are celebrities that we feel go above and beyond the Call of Duty in terms of just being awesome and that we like. And so we're going to give our nominations for tonight, and we're going to figure out a way we're going to have a patron nomination. So if you want to have your voices heard on the ballots, join our Patreon page. It's just $1, and you can get involved in that. But first off, I'd like to thank our newest patrons, Von Diesel 37, Seth Scott with a very big patronage. Thank you very much, my friend. And William Rosewood. That is Billy Rosewood to the layman. He actually has Billy Rosewood for Beverly Hills Cop 2 as his icon. So thank you, Billy Rosewood, Dirty Rosewood. Now, let's make a couple of announcements because we have some big news. So first up, next week's show will take place on Wednesday. We will be unavailable on Thursday night. We had a couple things come up, so we're going to give you the show on Wednesday. There will be no gap. You just get the show a day early. So that's awesome. And you'll still get your after hours and all that other crap. But we talked about this a while ago. We made these plans, guys. And so now we're going to do that on Wednesday night. Also, Oscar night. We are going to have an Oscar live stream where we'll be we'll be playing our drinking game. We'll have rules. So like every time an actor or another celebrity does something stupid, we'll take a drink. I'll be on camera. It's going to be a sloppy night.
Oh, definitely, dude. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows that the Oscars are dog shit to watch, and everybody waits till the next day to be part of it. We're gonna do a live thing. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get sloppy drunk. I'm gonna get white girl wasted. Dion's gonna call me all kinds of names. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be 3 hours of just craziness. You want to watch us. You want to watch the Oscars. So tune in.
Yeah, I only watch it for the commercials.
Same. I'm guilty.
Are there good commercials during the Oscars?
No.
No. It's gonna be random Cheerios fucking commercials and fucking
Olestra
telling me you're a piece of shit.
Oh my God, Olestra?
Yeah.
That's the stuff that gave the people the shits.
Anal leakage, yeah. It says on the back of the bags, bro.
Yeah. That's all fat-free stuff did that.
Yeah, we should talk about that on After Hours tonight.
Oh yeah. Any horror stores with Olestra's hashtag Lays Light.
Oh, I have a story about my teacher from the 8th grade.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Right anyway. Before you nutted in her.
It was a dude, and no.
Good job.
Oh well, my assumption stands.
Yeah, you were wrong. Okay, so we are. That's really about all that we have to make the announcement for, right, guys? Oscar party. We'll start at the pre-show too. We'll make fun of everybody on the red carpet. So, maybe I'll even get.
Oh no, yeah. We'll do the whole thing. We'll do the whole thing. We'll try to get a live. Yeah, we'll try to get a live version from something and watch and just we'll dig into everybody. It'll be fun.
We'll have a lot of fun at celebrities' expense. So, folks,
do you know what network it's going to be on? Is it going to be on ABC or something?
Probably. It always is on ABC.
CBS typically. Oh wait, no, you're right. It's ABC. You're right. It's ABC.
All right, I'll try to get like a thing of it. So yeah,
cool. All right, so yeah, originally this show is going to be about Captain Marvel 2. We'll talk about that later. We have some really, really big news. You guys ready to jump into the big news?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, please.
Okay, so literally moments before this stream started, I was actually sent this link. So, right here in front of your screen, or your screen in front, excuse me, Obi Wan Disney Plus series reportedly has been put on hold after all. Last week, a rumor did the rounds that the Obi Wan Kenobi series has been canceled. It was quickly debunked, and now a far more reliable source is claiming that there might have been some truth to it. So, last week, and I put out a video discussing the same thing, because even though I'm not a fan of hers, Grace Randolph is usually pretty reliable. So, the original story came from Forbes, where Forbes and the not Hollywood Reporter, but some other site were saying that the Obi-Wan rumors were unfounded. It was all good. Everything was great. They're all fine here now. Thank you. And they asked how we were too. It was very polite.
Whenever they do things like that, it's like, yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's like, no, now I have to worry because you said something.
It's like that scene.
Yeah, now I'm definitely worried.
What is it, Naked Gun? Where he's like, everything's fine, and the building's blowing up behind him.
No, 100%. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. It feels like that because they're like, yeah, man, don't worry. We're going to keep shooting stuff. It's like, really? We'll see what happens next week.
Well, here's the thing. It is next week, and the show ain't happening. So Grace Randolph said that she triple-checked her sources. And like I said, I'm not a Grace Randolph fan. I don't really watch a lot of her content, but the woman is reliable for the most part. So I did a little cross-referencing. I looked a little deeper, and I came up with some ideas to why I think it could be canceled and what I felt. And I think that before reading this out loud, I thought that, if the show got canceled due to creative differences, it's probably because Disney was doing something stupid with the character, and Ewan McGregor, who I called the custodian of the character, definitely has a say in how the character is portrayed. Now, when it comes to the original trilogy, Disney has bastardized every main character, so now they're going to the prequel trilogy, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, in my opinion at least, is the best prequel trilogy character. Dion, who's your favorite prequel trilogy character?
Ooh, I mean, fuck, dude. I gotta say Sidious is my prequel trilogy character. That dude is in just as much, and you finally get to see ratty ass, ball sack looking Darth Sidious, and I love it.
Kendo.
He's popping the beer because he's not paying attention.
Nick, who's your favorite prequel trilogy character?
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Love Darth Maul.
Ooh,
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry, I was on the phone.
Oh, okay. So we're 2 for Obi-Wan, 2 for one Darth Maul, 1 Darth Sidious, aka Palpatine. So yeah, there we go. 50% of us love Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Ewan McGregor.
Oh no, he was. He was great, dude. He did so good with that role.
And so when this was announced that he was going to be playing the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Disney Plus series, I got kind of excited because he doesn't suck. There's a discussion to be had. Maybe, folks in the chat, here's your question for tonight. Who's a better Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor or Alec Guinness? And give me 1 or 2 reasons why. We'll talk about that throughout the night. But no more of that. Let's start talking about this information. This comes from comicbookmovie.com, but this is referenced in the Hollywood Reporter, so it's not just some bullshit website. It looks like the planned Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi series may have hit a pretty big setback after all. Although last week's rumors that the live-action Star Wars show had been canceled appear to have been exaggeration, Collider is reporting that the series has been delayed and that the crew has assembled at Pinewood in London were sent home after being informed that the production had been shelved indefinitely. Apparently, Lucasfilm president and Obi-Wan producer Kathleen Kennedy wasn't very happy with the scripts. Oh, good. And wants them to be reworked before cameras begin rolling again this summer. If it's true, this is probably for the best. Lucasfilm has developed a bit of a reputation for rushing projects into production before they're ready after all. Despite the usually reliable source, we'll have to treat this rumor until we learn more. For now, let us know what you think. Update. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed the report and added a few tidbits. It seems Ewan McGregor and Deborah Chow are still very much on board, but there was an issue with the scripts. It sounds like Kenobi offering a guiding hand to young Luke Skywalker may have been a bit too similar to The Mandalorian. And a new writer is being sought. There's also talks of reducing the episode count from 6 to 4. Okay, so let's dig into this. There's a lot of bullshit to go into right now.
Christ, dude. I can't. They can't help themselves. We said this last week. I was very adamant about it. They can't help themselves. Now, of course, this is going to be passed off as them taking their time, but the minute that the reason it's getting delayed is because Kathleen Kennedy doesn't like the goddamn script. Like your judgment on scripts clearly is not to be trusted.
Yeah, where were you when episode 8 got made?
Exactly. So clearly you should have zero pull outside of, yes, that's a script, it makes sense, do it, go do it. So her not liking it shouldn't be a fact, number one. Number two, you need a win. The fact that Mandalorian is your win for all of 2019 when the marquee main event film in the franchise fucking flopped, and yes, it flopped because it took 30 days to make $1 billion, and everyone laughs at how ridiculous it is, and it's more successful as a meme than it is as a fucking franchise flagship fucking film. You need a win, and sure enough, even trying to do well, they fuck this up. It's like, this is the craziest shit in the world. It really is.
Kendo, what do you think of this information?
Same shit, different day, eh, Rabbit? I mean, we've said it before. We said it again. They, like Jan says, they can't help themselves. They get a win with the Mandalorian, and they immediately go and throw away a guaranteed winner in the trash because of reasons. It's one step forward, 85 steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm total agreement with you guys. I mean, they keep having these opportunities, and it seems like when she's not in total control, things go right for, like, the Mandalorian. Like, she had to, like, relinquish control for that, and Jon Favreau was like, no, I got this. Don't just sit there, count the money. We'll do it over here. And it's a great show. I love it. I mean, there are some episodes that are better than others, but overall, it was a fun show. I really enjoyed, waiting the week and watching it, discussing with everybody. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. But then you have this thing that should have been a no-brainer, and they they screwed it up. So, yeah. Just, just give this Jon Favreau and let him do this as well. It's fine.
Yeah, just let Star Wars be his thing. I mean,
just let him.
But let him fucking do it.
Yeah, let him do it. It's fine. It's fine.
He's proven he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I mean, I think the majority of people love The Mandalorian. So I mean, there you go. You've brought fandom back together with The Mandalorian a little bit.
Yeah, but then you go and you do something stupid like this and turn off, like, this. I really thought, after, like, addressing the fandom menace publicly and all these things that Lucasfilm and Disney has done, directly referencing the Holdo maneuver as the Holdo maneuver, the thing we all made fun of for years, you'd think they'd learn their shit. You thought that 2020 would be, hey, we got through episode 9, it's all done and over with. Now we're just going to move forward. We're going to do the right stuff. And no, same, like you said, Kendo, same shit, different day, a rabbit. Yeah, I am blown away that Kathleen Kennedy has the balls, any balls actually, but I'm surprised that she actually has the nerve to say that the scripts aren't ready. Who the fuck is she to decide? She is the worst. Like, look, I get it. It sounds crazy to say, oh, you guys want quality. Quality takes time, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But I think this is a case where she may be preemptively, jumping the gun here. Because she let Lord and Miller go on for 80-something days, right. And now she's going to get Obi Wan put on hold indefinitely to get something right. Like, she does not have an eye for quality. I don't trust her at all.
No, nobody should, man. I mean, look at the movies we've got. Look at the whole thing. The best thing that came out of the Disney Star Wars stuff by just by a small margin was Rogue One.
And even there, she had some bullshit.
And even then, if you look at the trailer, look at the movie, there are parts missing. So there's a whole thing that's, like, I'm sure gone from that. And even then, that's not saying very much. Yeah, I mean, we could have got one of the most fun buddy cop movies ever, but she had to, like, stick her nose in it and be like, oh no, we're not doing a funny cool thing with Han and Chewie. No, it's not gonna happen. We want it serious and in Star Wars-esque, and we're gonna hire Ron Howard to do it, and we're gonna totally redo this thing. It's like,
want Emilia Clarke to be in this fucking movie for no reason.
Yeah, it's like, why was she there?
Yeah, it was. She was like, I'm super serial. This needs to be super serial, and we need the girl from that show that everybody likes, the Dragon Woman.
Yeah, yep. I mean, she wasn't topless, so I mean, I don't see the point of her being in that movie.
Yeah, and then we're gonna randomly put Darth Maul at the very end. Because you guys remember him, right? You'll love him.
With fucking metal legs and shit.
I didn't even understand.
Yeah, we got to sell more toys. Wait, we ain't selling toys, but we could sell more toys.
Kendo, there's not even a movie. There's not even a Darth Maul figure from that movie made.
Like, who is running that fucking shit? That's a whole separate issue.
Is it a separate issue? Because tonight is the night to discuss this. It's another surefire thing from Disney. Like, maybe I'm being too blindly optimistic, but after The Mandalorian and the people behind it, Deborah Chow did direct episodes of The Mandalorian, some of the better ones too. So I mean, it's not like this woman is some unproven Star Wars entity, and you're like, all right, cool, we're off to the races. We're gonna get this show, and now the rug is pulled out from underneath us. Like, what is there to look forward to with Star Wars? Mandalorian season 2. What else?
That's it. That's literally it.
That's it. That's honestly it.
Because you know they're gonna butt fuck.
Well, in the Ryan Johnson trilogy.
The Ryan Johnson.
I think he's lying. I 100%. And I don't mean to say, and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here, but the dude, I would bet my 401k that he's fucking lying about that. I think they haven't said shit to him about it, and I think he just keeps saying that because fuck the internet. Yeah, I'm really smart. I promise. But I wouldn't trust him with I wouldn't trust him with Kathleen Kennedy's dick. But and as far as looking forward, it's like everyone wanted Obi Wan. Like every other character has been fucked up. You know it. We know it. The fans at this point know. The ones that have dissented from the fucking mind control machine that is, comicbooks.com and Vox and Esquire and all these other motherfuckers who love eating out of the palm of Lucasfilm. Everyone knows that you guys have had way more misses than fucking wins. You needed Obi Wan. He was literally everyone's only hope. 100%.
He was the
our
chosen
only
one.
hope.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. But they god damn it, they cannot help themselves.
Yeah, even Ewan McGregor came back to do it, and he
said that he wasn't gonna do it ever again.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that he's like, yeah, down, and then you just totally, I don't know, spit in his face with this whole thing is just retarded. Yeah. Like he's willing to do it. He was passionate about it. He wants to revamp the character, do a whole thing with it, and then you're just like, nah, fuck it, it's okay. We want to do it our way, and we know what we're doing. It's like, no, you don't.
There needs to be someone in that boardroom, and when she goes, yeah, I'm not, I don't like the script. Who fucking cares what you like, Kathleen? Who fucking cares? We lost out on billions, plural, more than $1 billion of dollars. Who the fuck cares what you like? You shouldn't even touch the script because it's fucking bad. Don't even look at it. Just acknowledge that there is a script. You see a stack of papers. We'll say that's the script, and then you go on about your fucking day. You let Miss Chow. Fuck. If you gotta get on your hands and knees and beg the entire fucking staff from Marvel to come over and handle this shit, you fucking do that. Don't you have clearly failed. You have fucking failed. Specifically, you hedged your bet on the whole forces female thing. You hedged your bet on ensuring this inclusion bullshit. You hedged your bet on we want more in-depth original Star Wars stories while clearly stealing from fucking concept art in the previous films. And then you tried to go behind everybody's back and fucking bring in other directors to finish fucking projects, and then you let a fucking dick measuring contest take over your fucking trilogy. Like, your decision making is not working. It's not fucking working.
Yeah, you got to give her a break, dude. It's not like she had countless novels and comics to adapt from like Marvel did.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But then, she wanted original stories. Remember? But we're gonna take. Oh, it's gonna be Ben's. It's gonna be Ben. His name's gonna be Ben. That wasn't in the original books. We're gonna go ahead and take the Dark Fleet. That wasn't in the original books.
But and it's weird because I don't know why they just just said, oh, the EU is not part of this. Like, just make the EU part of it. Work with those writers.
Or a veteran would have done. Don't fucking say anything.
Yeah.
If someone asks you about, hey, was the EU going to be part of it? Don't say anything. If you say it's going to be original stuff, just say, we're looking at da-da-da-da. You didn't have to say anything, and sure enough, she had to open her fucking mouth, but here we go again. He was our only hope. Oh, just take your time, make the film, but no, I don't like the script. What do you not like about the fucking script? I would love to be in the room.
Not enough women and he's straight. That's what it is.
Fuck, and that's you joke, but that could very well be the goddamn case.
Yeah, that's true.
That wouldn't surprise
Yeah,
me in 2020.
I would love.
Yeah,
Listen, Obi-Wan got me straight. That's a problem,
I
right?
would have loved to have heard her complaint
I would have too. I would have
just
paid
to hear what she had to say.
25. I would have paid $2,000 just to hear her thoughts on it. That would have been like, shut up. Who fucking cares what you think? Even if by some crazy happenstance that the script is shitty, you shouldn't have any input on how to fix it or if it is shitty. You shouldn't have anything to do with it. Don't have anything.
No. You should hire competent people and then sit in your fucking office and take goddamn phone calls.
Do what you're supposed to do. You hire people to do their fucking job, and then you let them do their fucking job. The fact that it's almost the end of January, and you just now made $1 billion from episode 9 of Star Wars, you should be like, fuck, I'm going to lose my job.
Hold on, Leon. I'm reading the Hollywood Reporter article about this.
Uh-huh.
There's a little more information. Let me read this, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Excuse me. Only 2 scripts were written, and the story became an issue, so the entire package has been jettisoned. Lucasfilm is now on the hunt for a new writer to pen the series. At the same time, sources say the project is being reconfigured from 6 to 4, as I said earlier. It's unclear whether the show will ramp up again, although insider stress McGregor wants to do it. Now, this is the part I wanted to read. It's unclear why the scripts became an issue so late in the process. One source said the Kenobi story trod similar ground as The Mandalorian, seeing the Jedi Master lending protective hand to a young Luke and possibly even a young Leia.
Just why?
Why the fuck? I even said this in the video. You cannot have him just leave the planet constantly for a villain of the week or have him do all this shit with Luke because it would be stupid. And eventually, the Empire is going to figure this shit out. It's going to undo A New Hope. This show.
No, it will entirely. No, it will. It will. It will, because there's this random, like, they're getting saved all the time when they're trying to kill them and shit. Come on.
Because, like, I get. Look at Lucas ain't perfect, but the way he set up the end of episode 3, how Obi-Wan's like, I'll watch over the boy. And he kind of looked off as Lars looked off into the sunset. Like, Obi-Wan accepted his fate. Like, he was going to stay here until Luke was ready. Now, clearly, in A New Hope, Luke has interacted with Obi-Wan before. He's called him Ben Kenobi. Not arguing that they should have never met, and that I'm not even going to try to act like, their first interaction was in A New Hope. No, it fucking wasn't. But the point.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't like threatening people, but I swear to, whoever, even if people like, if your friends share our stream and share our video eventually, and they say, "Hey, man, listen to at what's the timestamp here at fucking 25 at 22:46," they say that Luke and Ben didn't. They met for the first time. Punch him in the face, because if you're the problem, you're the reason why the fucking first draft of this show is him interacting with Leia. You're the reason why shit like I Am All the Jedi is a fucking thing. You're the fucking reason why forced Skype calls and teleporting lightsabers are a fucking thing. People who don't give a shit about, they just want random fan fiction bullshit, and this is why this is fucking happening. You're the reason why Kathleen Kennedy couldn't write a script if someone had a fucking Beretta at the back of her fucking head and said, if you don't write a good script, I'm gonna blow your fucking brain. She couldn't do it. She couldn't fucking do it. And she is at the head of a fucking $1 billion company. Okay, you're the fucking problem here. You're the problem. Because this is fucking bullshit. He's gonna interact with Leia. Doing the fuck what? He's got to meet with Organa, Senator Organa. Motherfucker, if a Jedi is going to Alderaan, they're gonna fucking know about it. Like, that wouldn't make any goddamn sense. And especially in the New Hope, they're like, hey, you served under my father in the Clone Wars. That's an indication they hadn't fucking seen each other since the fucking Clone Wars. You're the problem.
Also, if he gets within 5 parsecs of a Star Destroyer, Vader's gonna know. He's gonna feel it. He's like, "Whoa, there's something here. What's happening?"
Right.
Yeah, and remember, he hasn't. According to New Hope, Vader hasn't felt his presence since.
Yeah, exactly. So he until right then he thinks Obi-Wan is dead. So.
Yeah, because
just make it a fucking space western on Tatooine. Fucking
yeah, and then once a season, he goes over to the Skywalker Ranch and has dinner. That's it.
Yeah, and then listen, I don't get paid to write fucking movies, but I'll fucking give you a rundown. He has to deal with the fucking Huts. He has to deal with slavers. He has to deal with motherfucking random assassins in the Outer Rim. He has to deal with motherfucking
Tusken Raiders.
Raiders. He has to fucking deal with other fucking runaways that literally go to Mos Eisley because it's a fucking haven for scum and goddamn villainy. Okay, people running from the Empire, people running from
Oh,
the
dude, that
rebellion.
see what you're saying right now sounds
Holy
fucking
shit.
amazing. Sounds so
Thank
fucking
you.
fun. I am down for that. Somebody
Just make
have these guys write the goddamn show.
Yes. Thank you. That's all you got to do. Which I get it. Making a TV show, I'm not saying it's easy, but the shit I just listed, that's 2 seasons worth of shit that you could do. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Why people have to tie in everything? Oh, I don't like the fucking script. Who the fuck cares what you like? Just get people who know how to write.
Here's the thing. I mean,
TV shows.
look it. I'm glad that if the Leia thing was going to be a script, that they're like, no, this doesn't work.
Right. I'll agree with that. Yes.
Yeah, I will say that. Now, I don't want to see any kind of Jedi training, light Jedi training. Like Obi Wan should just be like the old man from Home Alone to Kevin McAllister, Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he should.
And I mean, look at folks. I say this on the High Council. I say this in person when you meet me. Oh, by the way, quick shout out to Sir Ruin of House Roundhead. He met Jesse and I over in Maryland this past week on Monday night.
Nice.
He took us to dinner. He was amazing. I just want to give him another thank you. I gave him a shout out on the High Council, but dude was fucking fun. And I was kind of sick, so I couldn't like party as much as I wanted to, actually, at all. Excuse me. But I just want to give him a thank you and a shout out. And folks, we'll be making announcements when me or the guys together are in your neck of the woods. We'll try to do little meetups, maybe just have a couple drinks. But we want to meet as many people in 2020. So right now, number 1 is Sir Ruin of House Roundhead. But back to the point I'm trying to make, though. When you watch A New Hope, Luke doesn't know what the Force is. He doesn't know what a Jedi is. He doesn't know what a lightsaber is. He doesn't know any of these things.
He thinks his dad is a fucking pilot on a spice freighter.
Yeah.
That's who he should be in this fucking show. A kid who's ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny. They're like, your dad was a drug dealer or drug runner.
Right?
I never thought of it like that. You're a navigator on a spice freighter.
Yeah, because like spice in the Star Wars universe just means drugs. Just means drugs.
Isn't that what it is in Dune as well?
Well, Dune spice is something completely different. It's a whole like weird thing. They need the spice to like enter, like I guess make wormholes in space to travel long distances. I think is what it is. I don't know Dune. I can't really say. So I'm sure somebody in the chat's like they're going crazy with me saying this. So we'll figure it out.
Well, Dune, that new footage has come out apparently for like insiders, and people are loving it. So I hope it's cool. I want some.
Well,
cool
yeah, and I mean, well, dude, I mean, I'm not a fan, nor do I hate Dune. I'm just okay with it. But I mean, Dune's got a really small fan base.
Oh, I know. Frank Herbert's work didn't reach the same level as Philip K. Dick's.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a Dune movie. It was crazy. I didn't know what was going on. It was nuts. But I'm sure I got to like read the books to figure everything out. So,
do it. What can this show really do? Look, I don't really need to see Obi Wan fight Darth Maul because we saw it on Star Wars Rebels. I don't want to see him interact with Luke and try to teach him the ways of the Force because it's too early, and plus it goes against the film. You can't really have him leave the planet for extended periods of time because why is he there to protect Luke? What if the one day he goes off planet, a fucking Jawa happens to, I don't know, run across a wanted thing on a holocron or some bullshit, and a bounty hunter captures Luke and he dies, and the Death Star blows up everybody, and that's the movie. See, you can't do all these things within the Look, I love Star Wars, but you can't tell the stories within the stories anymore. Like you're lucky. Look, with books and comic books, you have a certain leeway. Like you can tell the fucking 3 years between Empire and A New Hope. The 1 year between Empire and Jedi is Shadows of the Empire, and it's a great story. You can do shit like that. But when you're trying to make up little bits of time and build a whole story with pre-established and new characters that could possibly retcon the movies because Disney doesn't give a shit, you just shouldn't.
Well, not only that, like you can. I'm a big proponent, and you can tell as many stories in between big pieces of story as much as you want if you do it the right way. If you tell the story the right way. You brought up the great thing about how George Lucas ended episode 3 very well. Holy shit, my team's getting their asses kicked. But when the great thing about the end of Revenge of the Sith is they played up the seriousness of Vader not finding out about his fucking children. They fucking split them up. Fucking motherfucking Senator Organa adopts one of them. Luke says, I'll take the boy to his family. I'll take the boy. Yoda says to his family, I'll watch over him. Like that. He said, Vader cannot find these kids. The best thing for you to do is you harp your story on the seriousness of Obi Wan protecting fucking Luke from afar. That's very difficult to do. It's a very hard story to tell. I understand that. I empathize with the poor bastard who was tabbed to write the fucking script, but that's what you stick to. And then less is more in movies. You don't have to fucking explain everything. I get it. Having him go on adventures across the galaxy and meeting other bitches would be fucking cool, but that's too much. He stays on Tatooine. You have a wealth of shit. Tatooine's a fucking barren wasteland on the Outer Rim. They set that establishment in episode 1. The Republic had no clout out there. You could make the same thing. You could just say the Empire has no clout out here. We're that far out. It's the fucking Wild West. And then you upplay the seriousness of him protecting Luke. Maybe you can have a whole episode, a couple episodes. Again, everyone was scared shitless of Tusken Raiders. Tusken Raiders are going. You have a party of Tusken Raiders, sand people trying to kill, and then they're coming up to the Skywalker farm. Boom. Obi-Wan goes out there, and it's him having to argue with his training about having to kill a bunch of Tusken Raiders because they're going to kill the Skywalkers. You go to that gray line of I'm a Jedi Knight, but we're at a time of war. The Jedi are fucking dead. I have to do some things I don't want to fucking do. I can't go to the Jedi Council. I can't go to Yoda. I can't, all I have is, hey, I can talk to my old master through the Force. That's it. Ooh. Have him lean on that. Maybe you could have the Hutts or you could play on Jabba coming into even more power out by the Dune Sea, and he's enslaving people, and Obi-Wan has to save the moisture farmers without them knowing about it because he doesn't want anyone to know that the Jedi are there, and he's essentially fucking X-Force for the fucking Jedi. Lean on the seriousness of that.
What about if the show, instead of taking place 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan's going to be watching over a 10-year-old Luke, why not have it take place fairly recently, fairly close to the events of Revenge of the Sith, where we're watching Obi-Wan deal with the transition, maybe a year or two later type of thing. That way a baby Luke can't do anything. You don't have to worry about Luke. Like, Luke Skywalker shouldn't be in this damn show. Maybe you glimpse him once, kind of like Bruce Wayne.
Or from afar. Have him from afar that he ever rarely talks to the Skywalkers. Give them a reason why they don't. He's just some old hermit. Like, that's all they know about him.
Exactly. Maybe he trades stuff for food, or like he needs some sugar and he goes and gets some, and that's it. Something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
I'm not black. You can give me some sugar. Okay.
I think we should be doing like a lot of lightsaber. Not a lot, but I think like if we're gonna see it, there should be some decent lightsaber like fight. Like if he's gonna go up against somebody, at least make it cool.
No, but you can make it and mix it up. Maybe it doesn't have to always be lightsaber. It doesn't have to be a Jedi outcast. It doesn't have to be a Sith bounty hunter. It doesn't make it about, hey, there's just a motherfucking badass assassin that the fucking the Hutts hired who happens to be very good at swordplay. He doesn't have a lightsaber, but he has the similar weapon that the dude has. The Colonel, what's his name, has at the end of the Mandalorian. Have something like that. Okay. Or have Viro Braids can combat lightsabers, but the Yuzavong used to have staffs that they could fight with. Have something similar to that.
The things in the clone battle or the battle of Coruscant. Remember those clone or those?
Yes. Use that fucking fight scene that was cut out of the movie that Ewan McGregor really wanted to showcase, and have him do something similar to that in the show. Have the Tusken Raiders have. They have, high-end warriors where they're essentially fucking NFL players and they're really fucking good at fighting, and he has to fucking kill a bunch of them. Like, you don't have to have everything be some grandiose lightsaber fucking duel. Like the dude's guerrilla warfare. Do that.
Oh my god, that'd be great. And even then, like maybe the Hutts like start hearing this thing about there's a hermit out there who can do all kinds of cool shit and they want to hire him. And he says no, and they have to, and then they start trying to kill him. That whole thing.
Or
Do something
maybe
like
have it the Hutts find out that there's a Jedi, and they're saying, "Hey, work for us, or we're gonna tell the Empire about it." And he has to choose between
Oh, there you go.
protecting
Yeah,
himself
yeah,
and
exactly.
protecting Luke. Like, boom.
Yeah, that would be a great arc, man. That'd be a great arc.
By the way, folks, we have 1,192 people watching. Let's hit that thumbs
People,
up.
they're loving these ideas, man. They're loving these ideas.
I'm loving them too. They're great concepts. I mean, as long as we don't get the Princess Leia involved with the show, there's a lot of shit I don't want to see. To be honest.
Right.
Yeah, well, even then, even with a show like this for Mandalorian, I think you can only do like 5 seasons at the most. You can't do any more than that, because after that, you're like
seasons. I want to see 1.
Well, I mean, even with the Mandalorian, you can't go too long because you're gonna reach that point of people are gonna be like, all right, we're done with this kind of thing. We're over it now. You have to do like, a solid. The first season has been great so far, so I hope it keeps that momentum. But at some point, it's gonna die. So you have to
Yeah, but the Mandalorian has the ability to go doing more. Like, look, he's a new character. Whatever they said his name was at the end of the season, like he can go off and do anything.
I think his name was Paul.
Paul, okay. Paul Reuben Hunter, okay. So like, he can go off and do whatever he wants. He's not written into a corner. Obi Wan Kenobi is written into a corner. He has a 19-year window that we can play around with, and then he has to die. There's nothing else you can do, and you can't contradict what's in A New Hope. So Mandalorian has way more to offer. I wouldn't mind if this show, Obi-Wan, if it ever gets made, honestly, I don't think it will, but if it was treated as a 1-season event, like just a mini series type of thing, 4 big episodes, 90 minutes each, released all at once. Kind of like
the BBC way of doing stuff, basically.
Yeah, and that's it. No more. You do not need anything else. Look, I love Ewan McGregor. I want him to, be Obi-Wan Kenobi one more time. But you can't get 5 seasons or 2 seasons out of this shit. There's
no. I agree. No, I agree with that. I think that would be a better idea. Have like four 90-minute episodes.
Shit like Roots. Do that shit like Roots. Every episode is every 2 episodes is fucking 5 years or some shit. Fucking make that shit a cool little event that you pulled off. Don't.
Oh yeah, that would work out. That would work out then. Yeah. Because once you've done it, then that's it. You're done. You can't do it again.
Right, man. Like if you want to pull on this train, you got to be careful.
Yeah, unless you wait another 5 years and you want to do the in-between stories of those in-between years or whatever.
Yeah. So. Day 372 of Obi-Wan on fucking Tatooine, dealing with PTSD and crying in his fucking house.
Luke is safe. I'm eating rocks now. I caught a lizard. I think it's a lizard. I don't know what it is. It tastes like cotton candy. I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, Jesus.
That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world if we did hear the inner monologue of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's true.
I mean,
I don't want it. I'm just saying from a storytelling standpoint, he's not this silent character that is unknown to us. Anyone that's going to watch that fucking show is going to know who he is.
Do the inner monologue like how Martin Scorsese does in his films. Have him narrate the shit. That'd be a cool little insight into that.
Robert De Niro should do it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Robert De Niro's Obi-Wan Kenobi. You think I'm fucking around? You think I'm fucking around with you? I'm not. You motherfucker. Listen to me. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Slap some random girl in the face. You bitch. Hey. You fucking bitch.
Hey, Dion, if Joe Pesci was going to be in Obi-Wan Kenobi, besides Obi-Wan, do you think Joe Pesci could be a good Jawa?
He would be the best fucking Jawa. Like, he's like the only one that can speak common. You motherfucker, you listen to me. They're my people. Listen to me, motherfucker. I will come back here. I will butt fuck you to death and skull fuck you till your kids see me and think that I'm your fucking father. Listen. Just some crazy ass Jawas talking shit. That'd be great.
God, see, that's taking risks, and that's funny. They would never do that.
Right?
God, no.
Have fun watching our stuff? No, we don't want that shit.
Yeah, there's no fun allowed in Star Wars.
Once again, they had a big opportunity with Solo that I think would have been amazing if it had been done by those guys, 2021 Jump Street guys. It would have been awesome. It would have been so much fun. It would have been out of the box. But no, they wanted serious and gritty and this, that, and the other. It's like, shut up, man. Like, I would have. Nor did I need an origin story for Han Solo. I just wanted like one of their adventures. That's all I wanted. One of their adventures before New Hope happened. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, that would have been prime. That would have been just
yeah,
make it lethal weapon in space, dude.
No,
What you
100%,
There you go.
make it that, and I would have bought that movie on every format, and I would have loved it. It would have been great. I would have wanted more, but no, you decided to do it your way, and it was shit. So
Yeah, I think origin stories are definitely over in Hollywood. Like seriously, or of an established character, like no more origins. Marvel's learned that not the hard way, but Marvel's learned that like they don't do origin stories like they used to, which is nice.
Right.
Well, the last one they did was Captain Marvel, which was done last year.
Well,
Yeah, but
We all know how that went.
That was an origin fugazi. That's what that was.
It was something.
so let's hear what some of the chat is saying about this, folks. We're not done with Obi Wan Kenobi. For those who are just getting here, because there's a good number of people here tonight, folks. The Obi Wan Sobi. That sounds like fucking a drink.
That's another Disney movie. That's the animated one.
Obi Wan Sobi.
Sobi.
No, the Obi Wan Kenobi series has been put on hold indefinitely. There was a leak the other day. We reported on it here on the channel. It came true. So Grace Randolph was right. She has better sources than Forbes and other places. So there you go.
It's always weird to hear things from Forbes. I'm like, you're a magazine about like finance and making money and shit. Like, you're reporting on Star Wars. What's wrong
Are
with
you insinuating that young people don't fucking buy goddamn magazines on the Dow did this today and fucking Bill Gates became even richer? Fuck you.
Dad, Forbes is out. Can I buy it?
Okay, Jimmy.
It bothers me when Esquire magazine reports on Star Wars.
Esquire's
like,
dead. They have their own channel. They screwed it up.
I hate Esquire, dude.
Dude,
They're the worst.
They had their own TV channel. They fucked it up. All right. And there was a wonderful cooking show on there called Knife Fight, which I love. Gone. Really fun show.
It's almost as if calling your viewers assholes every day. They fucking stop watching your shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like that woman on Twitch that had a bitch fit this week where she complained that she didn't get enough subscribers. It's like
that was funny because then her chat just started dumping on her. It was so fucking funny.
Jeez.
You gotta respect the audience. Lucasfilm's learning that the hard way.
Yep, they're not idiots, man. You know, this idea that all Hollywood's like that. You know, they're all dumb. They won't fucking notice. Like, bitch, it's the 21st century. I can fucking slow that shit down. I can see that Brie Larson can't fucking fight. I don't need you to try and sell me. Like, no. Don't treat me as a fucking idiot. I can tell that fucking Jude Law doesn't want to fucking be there. The shit's in HD. I can see his face.
I can see his lack of enthusiasm
right
all the way here.
And
you guys keep having have him do all these fucking interviews and stuff. I can tell that no one who works with Brie Larson fucking likes her. Like,
oh god, dude, I love the thing with her and Don Cheadle. Like, immediately I was just like,
that's the first one I thought of too. When I said that's the first one I thought of too. That was so like you can tell.
Thank you very much.
He's just like this,
dude.
bitch.
Well, even when she's with Jeremy Renner, it's same thing. It's just like she's like, oh, I'm using my platform for this and the other. And he's like, I don't care about my platform. I got more shit. I got to do other shit, man. This is great, but like,
he's like, I'm trying
to
push
other things I gotta do,
girl. I got to act yourself, baby. What you talking about?
Yeah, this is what happens when you let the new kid talk.
Right? Shut up, new kid. God,
yeah,
nerd.
like it's like you've been here for 5 minutes. Shut up.
So our friend Kyle Miller says, "Say the N-word, Jeff. Show me the true power of the dark side." I'll say the N-word for you. No.
Nubian.
Nubian. TLJ Screwjob says, "What will it take to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy?" Seriously.
A crowbar.
An asteroid.
I'm out here, not too far from the Disney offices. I don't want an asteroid to hit. I don't want to go. Well, if an asteroid hits, we're all dead. So,
listen, you're just coming to California. I have to go Bruce Willis, baby. I'm going Bruce Willis. You're
gonna crawl through the vents.
Listen, I got Godzilla. I could do that too on an asteroid. I got Godzilla versus King Kong coming out. I ain't missing that motherfucker. Asteroid, you're going the fuck down, son. You got to wait till about December 2020 before I even start thinking about getting annihilated. Michael Bay, build me a spaceship.
Dion, we had an earthquake here the other day. I got to experience my first California earthquake.
How was
Holy
that?
Shit! What was the magnitude, man?
Only a 3.6.
Oh, that's still pretty fun, though, right?
Yeah, I'm laying here with Jesse on the couch, barely awake, and all of a sudden it just feels. I'm like, oh my god! She's like, that was an earthquake.
Dude,
yeah, fun, aren't they?
Just make sure the Rock's out there to save you with a random helicopter in case that shit gets real.
Well, he's a little busy dealing with the passing of his father, so
that's true.
That made me sad, man.
Me too. Did you hear? Oh, we'll say that for After Hours. We'll also give our Royal Rumble predictions on After Hours. We got After Hours is going to be just as fun as this show tonight. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Oh, Jinx, buddy.
By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to our newest patron, Greg. He joined at a high level too. So, Greg, thank you very much. We hope you enjoy After Hours. So, to answer TLJ Screwjob's question, though, seriously, what will it take to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy? New management at above her level at Disney. Because remember, they're going to look.
Jon Favreau taking her place.
I would love for Jon Favreau to take.
Well, I mean, luckily, Disney's public, and outside the board direct. Like I said, I we're not going to see it now, but there are going to be some ramifications for Rise of Skywalker, and I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to be her ass on the line, but she's not bulletproof. If Disney, especially, again, Disney spent, what was it, $4.4 billion for Star Wars? No, it was more than that. It was like 4.7. They spent over $4 billion for this film, and now we're what? We're 5 years into this purchase. They have not made the billions of dollars that this project was going to make, and Rise of Skywalker falling outside of Christmas and New Year's days. That's not good. And like I said, I would not be surprised if the Disney board of directors had a fucking sit down and say, hey, we got to talk about this Star Wars thing, because this company spent a shit ton of money for that, and we're not getting the returns that we fucking wanted.
Well, there's a video I'm going to make coming up, but basically it's a wash for Star Wars from Disney. They spent $4 billion plus. I think collectively the movie's made about $5 billion. And you got
not to mention, I mean, they've also invested probably $1 billion into the streaming service, because they've said themselves they won't make a profit on it until 2025.
Yeah,
so that's something else that they're sinking money to, because hosting that footage and doing the bandwidth and all the internet crap and all that other stuff is a lot of money and a big investment.
And Disney buying 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah. That as well. Which oh God, I love that story so much, because I think it was Comcast, no, Spectrum put in a bid and then made it higher, and they had to pay more. That made me so happy that they did that.
I like that too. Anything to take down the mouse,
dude. It was hilarious, because Spectrum made a bid and then they made a counter bid, and I was like, and they took it for I think it cost them another $10 million. It took $10 billion or whatever it was to do it. It was ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, man, and they needed the billions to roll in with this shit.
And I was just like, oh, dude, that's ridiculous.
That's
even
hilarious.
Then with the streaming service, I mean, I barely use it, but I'm borrowing from a friend, so I don't really have to pay for it. I don't think there's anything on there that I'm watching consistently. I've watched some old stuff I wanted to watch it for a long time, but that's it. I'm done. I don't think there's anything on there that I'm going to continue to watch, or anything that's worth watching, because I went through all the old cartoons and tried to watch them, and I'm just like, these don't hold up. I'm fine. So
yeah.
Holy shit, Chris Neville, they spent $2 billion on Galaxy Edge. Holy shit, I forgot about Galaxy Edge. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. And that's even bigger. Motherfucking Chris didn't stumble on something he didn't even think about. If they spent billions of dollars on Galaxy Edge, and obviously there was a reason why they opened it the same year that Star Wars came out, and Star Wars underperformed, that's even worse for her. That's even worse. So it took a month to make $1 billion, okay? And I know that the openings for Galaxy's Edge were way under projection. That's not fucking good. And obviously the movie is meant to funnel money into Galaxy's Edge, because everyone sees Star Wars. They love it. They take their kids to fucking Galaxy's Edge for the holidays, and after that for years to come. And it's not fucking happening. Not to mention the marketing for Galaxy's Edge. Dude, I mean, that day of reckoning might be coming sooner than we think. $2 billion on holy shit.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that much money. That's ridiculous. And I assume that's for both parks in the US. So I mean, that's a lot of money, and they're revamping them now to make it something else. I think, or they're starting to do
Rise of the Resistance ride.
That's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. So, and even then, there's interactive stuff to they have a phone app you have to do little missions while you're there and everything. It's kind of weird. So they want to make it trying to make it fully immersive. They even hotel that's a spaceship, where I think they're gonna have a $500 weekend package where you go there for a couple of days and you do your thing and you get out. So.
I find it hard to believe that this next generation is going to really glom onto Star Wars the way we all did.
No,
they're not.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Because the assumption that they're dumb, one, they're not going to like it, and then two, the film doesn't make sense. There's no longevity in it. So, they're going to watch it. Yeah, Star Wars is a thing. I remember that they made Galaxy's Edge. I remember, all of the fanfare for it. But, dude, in 5 years, this isn't going to mean anything. I mean, Disney will be putting it out. Everyone will know that Star Wars is a thing. But it's like you're not going to have the revamp takeover of the world that we had in 97. You're not going to have crazy amount of hype that we had in 99. And you're damn sure not going to have that hype to end the trilogy with Revenge of the Sith.
I would actually even argue the 1995 relaunch of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it was just the videotapes. The Laserdiscs were from 93, but you had the Thrawn trilogy was like what, 91, 92? Then you jump into the Laserdiscs. Then in 95 you have the One Last Time box set. You have the toy line get relaunched. And I don't mean just like a couple, like 2 figures and whatever. We're talking what I think 8 to 10 figures, Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, Landspeeder, TIE Fighter, awesome relaunch, had everything. Like that was a bigger deal.
And then like and I think they were more careful with the toys and the movies and everything because they had the they had the brand, they had the movies that were like that Lucas did stuff too, and then they brought out the prequels. And they had the toys and everything to go with it. They had all the Taco Bell stuff. Like it was ridiculous. It was a long thing for I don't know how long it was. I want to say 5 years, maybe. It was just like this constant
around
thing.
that time. Yeah.
It was like a 5-year thing of just them.
Kenner owned the 90s because of Star Wars.
Yeah. Spilling it out every little while with a good amount of stuff, not just like thrusting it to your face and being like, you got to get it now or else you're gonna miss out. No, it was just like, oh, here's some new stuff, and then a couple months, oh, here's some new stuff, and then a few months, oh, here's some new stuff. Like they would just do it slowly,
Dude, it felt like I went to Walmart every week and picked up a new Star Wars figure as a kid.
Yeah.
It wasn't Lando this week. It was a Sand Trooper the next. It was I don't know, Nine Numb, anybody, oh, this week I didn't get a figure, I got a speeder bike, or this week I got Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker from Walgreens or something like that. I mean,
right.
It was just a bigger deal. And it's funny, you would think this, like a $2 billion investment into a theme park, I guess that's small to them. They're what? Let's see. Let me look how much Disney's worth. Let me see how much they're worth. What's your guess, guys?
A couple $100 billion for sure.
I'm going. I guess 200 billion.
300 billion.
Okay, so how much is the Walt? That's I'm looking up from 9 months ago. It says based on Disney's revenue and profits from the last 3 years, Disney's net worth is nearly 130 billion.
Jeez.
This information comes from banking rates. So
remember, that's Disney as a whole. So that includes, Disney, Pixar, the parks, blah, 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 blah. Lucasfilm is not a separate entity, but it's a division of Disney. So, if they're not bringing in their fucking load, especially when things are projected and they had budgets and, especially when they were motherfucking promising certain things to get funding for certain films, that's not good. The Disney this park and these films aren't bringing in all that much money. They've gone down, especially when Disney's other property, Marvel, now has the officially, but no one takes inflation. But now that the other fucking division, Marvel, brought in fucking over $2.7 billion with its flagship movie. That's death by association, son.
It's funny you mentioned that because what is it? Yeah, just because they're part of it doesn't mean they're gonna do anything with it. And I mean they could, and even then, having a spec script, doing all this writing for things like that costs money, which means they lost that money on the show. Whatever work that's been done on the Obi Wan Kenobi show, that money's lost now. They have to make that back because it's part of their budget. Whatever thing that they would work on, even hiring the Game of Thrones guys and having them write something and then firing them, that's money. I don't know if they got paid for that, but I mean that's somebody had to put a project together and a whole proposal and then give it to these guys that to come over and do stuff. So
they don't take that stuff into account. It's like you spend, and then hey, look, we're not trying to act like on this channel that Disney's going to go bankrupt because they overspent on Star Wars. That'd be stupid.
Right.
Believe me. Sometimes we just don't say things like that and assume the audience, knows better. But then we have some crazy people that find this channel and make those crazy accusations. Long story short, though, that's not what we're saying. But I do find it funny how, you take the biggest brand of brands and you can't do anything right.
That's people's jobs, and obviously that's one of my favorite bits on the show is who the fuck is getting paid, who's paying for this shit, but the bean counters know who the fuck is paying for that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, even then, I think in California, the Disney workers were on strike for more pay,
right?
And I think they got $50 an hour and more, and things like that as well. So like they had to pay them more. So
right.
I mean, so.
And and then they it's just it's and obviously so many of the supporters of these films are gonna it's $1 billion and the fucking rise of I keep want to say Return of the Jedi the Last Jedi it still made over $100 million over the first the first opening or whatever. It's like they needed billions. Make no mistake about it. They needed billions. This wasn't a fucking game. This wasn't we'll put the movie out and if it makes $1 billion, well then we're happy. Like, no, bitch. Like they spent billions to get it, billions to get the rights, billions on, shitty toy production and park creation and marketing for all of those things. These films needed to make billions. And they didn't do it, dude. They didn't do it. That's not good. If you're behind the curtain, you're not happy right now.
One day I should sit down and write a book about the fan perception of the mismanagement of Star Wars. That'd be a fun book.
Seriously. I mean, that's a good conversation to have, man. Because people have fucking pipe dreams about the shit.
What's the conversation we've been having for many years now at this point? It's like, when will they learn?
Right.
I just don't get it, man. It's funny to me. Oh, well, I mean, it's just more like the High Council's going to be crazy this week. I can tell you that.
Right. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
But, especially, and someone brought up a good point in the chat, the bringing up how the stockholders feel about the shit. That's the other thing, man. You needed, you spent a lot of money to get the shit. You needed to keep the stockholder. So, and I haven't been following Disney stock. I'm sure it's still fine. I'm not saying it's going to tank. But there was a expected return on this investment. Buying Star Wars was an investment. They expected a certain return. That return didn't happen.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, like buying Fox as an investment as well, and I don't think they've done anything with that so far. So
I think the Fox one's going to be the biggest mistake.
New Mutants is coming out in April or something. They're finally releasing it.
Look at that. That movie's going to make dick. Okay?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, I mean, look at Dr. Dolittle. Nobody wanted that.
Yeah, Dr. Dolittle was a flop.
Oh yeah, because I heard it was coming out, and like he had his hat on his English accent. I was like, oh, it's Sherlock Holmes 3. It's gonna be awesome. And then it's like, oh, Dr. Dolittle. I was like, no, who wanted this? Who wanted this?
Well, that's the other thing, and that's a perfect example because at this point, listen, Robert Downey Jr. is bankable. I still believe that, but Doolittle was essentially Sherlock Holmes 2.5. Like it was filmed the same fucking way. He's acting like Sherlock Holmes. In
he had his little hat flip in the fucking trailer. I was like,
exactly the same.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
If I was the director, I'd be like, don't fucking do that, dummy. Are you trying to make me lose my goddamn job? You're Dr. Dolittle. Why is this a fucking violent adventure? What the fuck? Why is there a dragon in this fucking movie? Who wrote this? You guys are gonna get me fucking killed. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, now Dr. Dolittle's in. Oh, and there's a dragon, and he can talk to the dragon, and the dragon knows him.
I think their sell is that it's going to be more to the book. It's like there are a lot of things. There are some movies who did that, like Total Recall did that. Oh, it's gonna be more to the story or more to the book or whatever. It sucked. It was horrible. I want the crazy '80s Arnold Schwarzenegger. Take your ass to Maz. Like I want that Total Recall. I know it's not to the book. I know it's not to the story, but it's fun as shit. Okay,
it's better.
It's better. No, it's 100% better. I love it. If you ever hear his commentary on it, it's hilarious as fuck because this is what he's talking about. Oh my god, it is hilarious as shit.
Hey Dion, real quick to answer your question about Disney making money.
Right.
So all I did when I googled that on Google, it popped up their financials for the September 2019 quarter. So the revenue was $19 billion, up 33%, but their income was down 54% at $1 billion. I don't know what diluted EPS means, so I'm not going to report on it, but their net profit margin was 5.52%, which is down 66%.
Holy
wow.
Oof.
Now, like I said, I'm not a financial expert. I don't own stock in the company. I'm just reading what popped up to answer your question in case anyone in the chat was like, I wonder what, the answer to Dion's question was. There you go. That's it.
The income are down 60% Is that from 2018?
I'm guessing it's a quarterly financial report.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
But I'm guessing it's just that. And then
that's not good. That's not good. And even more, Mort Dart put something out too. As you were reading, I was going back in the chat just kind of see what people were saying about it. And he's like, so it's worse than that. Check out the out. So again, this is Mort Dart that's saying this. Thank you, Mort Dart, for sending that in. Check out the outstanding debt that Disney has. Clownfish TV did, and it's reported at $240 billion outstanding debt right now.
Jesus Christ!
Wow,
$240 billion fucking dollars. Which again, I'm not a financial expert either, and I'm sure that outstanding debt is part of financial reports and part of costs as far as bigger companies. That's fine, but $240 billion for outstanding debt even at Disney, holy shit! Which could not have been helped by buying Fox, by buying fucking Star Wars, by building 2 new fucking parks. For the shit you just bought. Holy shit.
Well, Dion, the interest payments alone would be insane.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Egon.
No, but I meant that seriously.
Everybody's got 3 mortgages.
I was gonna say, in all seriousness, I mean, a lot of what they would be paying on that debt's going to be interest as well. I know this from watching a specific sports team that I've loved for a couple of decades get taken over, and the person that did it leveraged debt upon the club in order to purchase said club, and now is ripping money out of said club in order to pay the bill, and most of it's all interest because he's not paying principal; it's just paying the interest.
It makes Netflix's outstanding debt look like nothing, man. Looks like monopoly money.
Yeah, so whatever they're making is getting paid on the interest first.
Jesus, man.
It's so bizarre to think of it like that. I haven't looked at that Clownfish TV video. By the way, I know somebody in the chat on the High Council asked if I'd ever have them on. The answer is yes. So if you have specific guests, folks in mind, I know Critical Drinker pops up a lot. All you got to do is let these people know they're more than welcome, and tag us on Twitter, and I'll try to get the ball rolling. No, but I just don't get it, because how much did you say earlier, Nick? It says 2025 is when Disney Plus will be successful.
Yeah, that was that was an article that I think was done by ABC when I think we did it in the High Council. When it was on the High Council, we were doing one of the shows one night and we talked about it. It was 2025, and they themselves from their own news network said 2025 is when they're going to start turning a profit for the streaming service. But also understand, I mean, I guess they've sold something to Verizon to give them a little bit of money. Like there's an exchange there, and they're just all they want is the numbers to look like there's viewers happening, so they can say, oh, so many people are watching it so often that we can get more investors and then take some more money from the pile to make more shows. That's what they want. They want the viewer numbers to come up. They want like time watched and all that other crap. Kind of like a YouTube thing. They want so many stats on it to look so they can show the investors, oh, look, we need more money to make these shows. We have these shows planned, and this could be good. And we can, make it a big network now instead of just kind of like holding and putting placeholders there for Pixar documentaries that come out 2 years from now. So,
I really wish it was back. Remember, Dion, when we first started hanging out and was like, hey, man, you like Star Wars, right? Remember this story, that story, blah, blah, blah. And our concern was like, yeah, the prequels kind of sucked at some points, blah, blah, blah. This part was cool. This lightsaber fight was cool. Now the whole conversation about Star Wars is how long can it survive? Because the company that bought them, like, they don't know what they're doing with it. Like, seriously, I will go out and say this. The best business decision Disney's made in a long time was buying Marvel, and the worst was Star Wars, because as a Marvel fan, shit got better, Right. The toy lines got better. The movies got amazing. Look, my favorite's still Spider-Man 2. I love the Raimi trilogy. Well, the first 2 at least. We had good Marvel movies. We had a lot of bad ones, but the MCU, you only had one pretty shitty film overall. It was a stellar fucking record. I'm not gonna sit here and go like, oh, I always hated those movies. No, we've reviewed every one since our podcast existed in 2015. I've given them all good praise, and it's not like I'm on the bandwagon. I just like Marvel. But with Star Wars, it's all sucked. And it's, they bought Marvel for $9 billion, I believe, and Star Wars was $4 point whatever billion dollars. And look, yeah, you paid double for Marvel, but your investment has been
they made their money
But then
back.
again, you got to imagine being Disney buying Star Wars. Every movie you've done except one has underperformed. Every one except one. That's lesser studios go out of fucking business when that happens.
Well, no, I mean look at the stats from last year. There was a giant there was a big thing last year where like people aren't going to watch movies.
Yeah.
And there's so much money made, but out of $6 billion last year, that was all Disney.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
Yeah, man. I mean that that's just not looking to the future, and that kind of brings up at least they're doing the streaming service to somewhat stay afloat. But that's fucking Rogue One was the best one, but The Force Awakens made money. The rest of them underperformed. You can't, there's and Jeff and I love, the stories of fail. I know our latest one was how much we love the story of Canon Pictures, but there's a long ass list of production companies and movie studios that went out of business when they've only had one fucking hit. Hillary and I just watched that shitty movie, Tim Allen movie Zoom that I was laughing about last week. Revolution Pictures went out of business because they only had one fucking hit. They spent a shit ton of movies. They'd have movies that would have, $50+ million budgets that would only come in under $10 million.
Oh, God. This is why I'm a fan of studios like Blumhouse or like The Asylum, because they manage their money really well and they're very careful with what they do. Even though a lot of the stuff they put out is nowhere near like Oscar worthy or anything like that. But at least they're managing their money to a point where they always have a backup. They're always capping their movies. Like Blumhouse always caps movies at like 10 million. And that's how they keep doing it. That's how they're turning them out, because in a couple of weeks they'll make the money back. It doesn't matter.
I mean, people never look at the profitability part of it. Like Joker, we talked about this on the High Council as well. $64 million budget, over $1 billion box office.
Yep.
Yeah.
And usually they say you have to double your budget to get a profit, right?
Right.
Something like that, yeah.
So you needed to make $128 million on Joker to make a profit. You did 10 times that. Yeah.
I mean, and for instance, look at let's look at I don't know if this will come up or not. John Wick.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the budget for that right now.
Because the budget was like 50 million, right?
Yeah, it was like 50 or 40. It was really, really small, but it doubled that.
Yeah, it made because the first one, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Okay, according to Wikipedia, I got it right here. The budget is between 20 and 30. Box office was 86.
Damn. Okay.
That's the first one.
That's less than I thought, though.
Yeah, which still isn't bad. I mean, because nobody knew about it. It was a sleeper hit. Nobody knew about John Wick. There were a couple of commercials here and there. I think a friend of mine took me to go watch it or whatever, and I watched it. I was like, "This is fucking amazing."
Right, and even for us, looking back at George Lucas's Lucasfilm, a lot of people, they made money off the toys, because obviously, if we said it before, the original trilogy, they didn't, the overall money that they made went down as they were released, but they made money from the from the toy rights. Right. So again, the movie, you're trying to make millions of dollars. I understand that. But if you're making a gigantic franchise, you have to set the foundation to make money on other parts of the property, which I can only assume was the biggest reason why Disney fucking bought Star Wars. The movies making millions, billions of dollars. That's one thing. That's one conversation. But you have to get it to where people want to buy the toys. You have to get it to where the kids want the toys, and then the kids want to buy more shit as they get older. That's how you make that's the long game. That's the big picture. And for you to fuck up the movie portion, what the fuck else are they going to want to buy the toys for? If the movie's dumb, if the movie doesn't make sense, if their parents who were fans before them say, yeah, this wasn't what I grew up on, the kids aren't going to fucking want that. And it's just, that's why it's so crazy, because Disney clearly, they weren't thinking about the short term, and they damn sure weren't thinking about the long term. They just saw, hey, we want to make money. There was no care into that. And for them to underperform with the movies, that's a long reaching arm that's sticking fingers up your ass that you weren't prepared for. No one's buying the toys for these movies. No one's gonna buy loose shirt fitting Ben Solo before his battle with Palpatine. No one's gonna buy that shit. No one's gonna buy Rey Skywalker with the yellow staff lightsaber. No one's gonna fucking buy that. And it's fucking especially now that we're us in the chat are going over the numbers. That does not look good. That looks worse long term.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like the amount of money that they have, the debt and everything. It's ridiculous. So,
man, and to get back to the original question, what's it going to take? What's it going to take for Kathleen Kennedy to lose her job? This shit. That's it's happening right the fuck now.
Yeah,
it is. And people can say what, especially about us, because we'll burn your ass in a debate any day. But anyone that wants to blame the film on you want again. Short term, not the big picture. Sexist fans and catering to the fans. That's what hurt the film. No, bitch, not taking care of your investment. That's what fucked this movie up. That's what fucked this franchise up. You can go home and type on the internet and talk shit on Facebook and thumbs up shitty Esquire articles, but Disney ain't making money off that shit. And the fucking writing is in front of your face. They're the potential money they lost on this is a problem. Long term, holy shit. You reading Esquire isn't going to make change rattle in their fucking piggy bank. And that's the fucking problem. That's what's going to bite Kathleen Kennedy in the ass. $4 billion in the investment ain't turning out what they thought it was, man. That's fucking crazy.
No, what really bite them in the ass is if the people with the Verizon account, the free one, don't start paying after the first year.
Yeah. Holy shit.
If all of them just be like, no, I don't want it anymore, and then just cut the payments, that'll be a big oh shit, we fucked up kind of thing moment with them. Because I honestly don't think that after the year of having it for free, people are gonna pay for it. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't say this to just fall in line with what people want to hear. I don't. We got it for free for the year. Watch The Mandalorian. There's nothing on there that I'm dying to watch. Like I said, the shit I love in the video, the shit I love, I already own.
Yeah.
So I own Star Wars on Blu-ray.
Even more shit that you want to see is not going to be available for another year or two.
Because you know what? It's jokes on them. It's already on Netflix right now. So Netflix,
really?
Yeah, those documentaries that are not available for like a year and a half are on Netflix currently.
That's funny. Yeah. And they rushed that too quick. They should have waited a couple more years and then put it out. But I guess they were getting pressure from the Peacock and CBS All Access and whatever else is coming out as well. So,
well, there's definitely something to be said about being first in the game, but Disney's not first in the game. Netflix really is the big premier one, and then you have your Hulus, and you move down the list, I guess. Amazon, HBO Go. I guess those are the top ones. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah. I think HBO Max is the new thing now. They're gonna have multiple things on there or something. I don't know. It's just it's weird how they're gonna do that.
HBO Max better cancel out the DC streaming service, because if you read the press release for that one for HBO Max, they're gonna have all the Warner Brothers DC stuff on there.
All right. So
why am I paying for two separate services when I should just pay one and get everything?
Yeah. Well, I think it's. There's going to be a loss of services over the next, 3 years. You'll see a lot of the services go down. I think CBS All Access is going to go down. I think it will.
Yeah, because Picard's getting shit on. The media doesn't like it. The fans never liked these new fake Star Trek shows.
Well, that's only 3 original shows they have on there. I've not heard.
Streaming doesn't have shit else.
Yeah, I have not heard anything about Twilight Zone season 2. I haven't heard if it's happening, if it's in production, pre-production, anything.
I hope not.
I've just all I've heard is it's been greenlit. That's cool. That doesn't mean anything. That means that you're getting the money together, you're putting the money aside, and you're going to do it at some point. But there's nothing been done for it. So I haven't heard anything about it.
I don't want another season.
No, I'd rather have another season of Creepshow, man. Creepshow was awesome. Creepshow was great.
Good.
Yeah, Creepshow was great, man. It was not woke. It was fun. They had a good goddamn time with it.
Hey, Klaus Stork sent in a super chat that says, "I miss Dewey. Is he around? Dewey, are you here?"
Yeah. Hey guys. Dewey's here. I've been around. I just discovered my new favorite show. My favorite show is Mean Girls.
Is that a younger Bob Dylan before the coke? Because it sure doesn't sound like Dewey.
Yeah, I'm just a better version of you, Dion.
Now
Version that has seen and
McConaughey.
enjoys Mean Girls.
That sounds like Matthew
Welcome.
McConaughey doing an impression of me, and I love it. That's ridiculous.
while he's driving in his Lincoln.
Does she happen to be watching Wolf of Wall Street? Is that why I'm getting a lot of Matthew McConaughey right now?
Maybe you're secretly channeling Matthew McConaughey in your day-to-day life. All right, I gotta go watch.
Wait. Dion is secretly channeling Matthew McConaughey in his daily life. That's weird. That's weird.
I would agree with that, but then she turned into Troy Parker from South Park at the end there. That was that
cart.
Where's
that
it
was a little
me? I gotta go watch Mean Girls for the fifth time today. Okay, I haven't quite memorized it yet. So.
Okay, Cartman. You can say it right there.
I gotta get back, guys.
Goodbye.
There you go, Clockwork. Your super chat was answered. It was Dewey around. There's Dewey for you, buddy.
Wait, is there a Mean Girls TV show happening or something? What's going on with that?
I think there's a Mean Girls musical happening.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, what the hell's happening with that all of a sudden?
Sir Billy Ritchie says, Kendo, has Dion seen music video My Lovely Horse?
Probably not, but I can take care of that.
Please do.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's actually nothing really bad. It's from Father Ted. It's funny as hell.
Okay.
Essentially,
Father Ted, that's a fucking red flag.
Sure. I mean, it's highbrow Irish humor, so you probably wouldn't get it.
Ooh, shots fired.
Can the Irish even spell highbrow?
Oh my!
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure why you're picking on an entire nation of people, but that's you do you.
I'm not picking on the nation. I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions, bro. It's like National Geographic.
Yeah, we just lost all of our Irish listeners. Dion, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, my last name is Green. You know, me and the Irish are cool. Real recognize real, though.
Yeah. You and Seth are brothers. We know.
Oh shit!
I don't know, man. Seth Green's only like 4'2". I can't think that they're that related.
Listen, I mean, he was able to get him a fine woman as a wife, so I'm not hating on Seth Green's game. You do you, Sethy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after being in Buffy. That's a hard thing to pull off.
Yeah,
that's true.
I've only watched him on Family Guy, Austin Powers, and Robot Chicken, and It.
Yeah, I know he runs Robot Chicken, so
he seems like a cool dude.
Oh yeah,
I would totally hang out with him.
Unlike Will Wheaton.
If you want to watch
him, a little fucking prick. Oh my god, I used to love Will Wheaton. I'm just like, I want to. God, him and Freddie Prinze Jr. I just want to punch them both right on the jaw. Just give me one jaw shot for both those.
Okay, well, no, the problem is that they became the de facto voice for nerds, and then they took that too far, and then that was it. They're like, oh, I'm the voice for my generation. It's like nobody asked you to be. Calm down.
Okay, so Dion, what celebrity are you punching more, Will Wheaton or Freddie Prinze? You only get pick Freddie Prinze Jr. You only get to pick one.
I can only pick one. Shit.
Kendo, Nick, you guys pick a celebrity you want to punch. Folks in the chat, you pick one too.
Oh shit!
I gotta go with Freddie Prinze, dude, because he's just been unbearable the last few years. I gotta go with Freddie Prinze for sure, especially because he's just him being a part of WWE and talking all the shit that he's talking. I'm just like, you, dude. Clearly, your shit isn't working. Yeah, I gotta be Freddie Prinze. Gotta be Freddie Prinze.
That's hard.
I know this is a tough question because there's only one. There's so many I'd like to hit.
Yeah.
I think which one would I want to punch more than any other?
Oh, dude,
Did you almost say Ina Garden?
I'm trying to think.
Tim Miller's up there for me for sure. Because
wait, he directed Terminator: Dark Fate. It's your favorite film. How could you punch the man who made the thing?
You know what? This is
god,
shit. It's because I was told not to see that movie, and then him being like, "Oh, this movie's gonna scare all the misogynists," and then for it to suck, I was like, "Oh, dude, you talked a lot of shit, homie," and then he has disappeared, not said shit since then, and I'm just like, "Yo, your chest was real puffy 4 months ago, asshole."
Tika Waititi, that's who I want to punch. Yeah.
What did he? Oh, because what's the movie? The one Jojo Bean.
No, Jojo Rabbit. He was saying some shit before, and then like You know, the only way that Jojo Rabbit got made is because he's playing Hitler. That's the only way it got made. Come on. And I mean, like everybody's praising him as like, you know, oh, he's this great director. He's done this, he's done that. It's like, calm down. Easy.
Yeah, the dude played Hitler. That's why he's famous right now.
Yeah.
We'll wait 2 years when it cools down. Then we'll see if it's a good goddamn movie when we watch it again. But playing Hitler is pretty.
Yeah.
That's a spicy meatball. That's the only reason.
Yeah, and it's you know it's just like, oh, he's awesome, he's great. It's like he's done a couple of voices and done a couple of things here and there. Like he's okay. Calm down. And then like I think he wanted to say some shit about, what was it? He said some shit about Captain Marvel or something in one of his little press releases, and I was just like, really, dude, don't talk. You're not worth the time.
All right, I think I got one.
What?
Michael Cera. Because no matter what happens. Because no matter what happens, nobody will be able to spin it like I'm the bad guy in that situation.
That's
I think
true.
I'll be like a hero to many of people if I just walk up to Michael Cera and just clock him as hard as possible. Plus, I know he's not even going to bother to try to stand up and fight, so it's like a one-punch deal.
It does make me laugh that he's the one that became a huge asshole. Like, dude, you weren't gonna get laid a bunch had you not been a famous actor. Like, you look like Michael Cera. That's the first thing that's always gonna be your problem is you look like Michael Cera. How that dude became an asshole and got a reputation for being a dick makes me laugh every goddamn time I hear a new story, dude. It's
all
so
that Aubrey
good.
Plaza went to his head.
I don't blame him for that at all. Like that, if Aubrey Plaza sending me naked videos, I'd get a little cocky too, in both terms of the phrase. Man.
And also Jesse Eisenberg came after him and looks just like him. So you know,
yeah,
that was man. That late 2000s was definitely the era of the skinny, awkward white dude.
Yeah, yeah,
that was big on that back then, man.
Yeah, that's why everyone in college is looking for the next Michael Cera, and we're just like, yeah, no.
Right.
We lost out big time, Dion.
We did, dude. We did. We paid the hardest because we love Justice League, and that motherfucker ended up playing Lex Luthor. And I was just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Well,
he played Lex Luthor playing Joker, let's be honest. Or try to play Joker.
Yeah. Joker Luthor.
There you go.
The scene in BVS when he puts the Jolly Rancher in the guy's mouth, I'm gonna punch Jesse Eisenberg. That's my
there you go.
Don't blame you, man. Don't blame you. But
at least rivalry with Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, at least he's not as weird and awkward as the other dude. So
Michael Ceratops.
Michael Cera, yeah. It's just
listen, I shit you not. My sister and I went and saw BVS, and when they went and when they did the Jolly Rancher thing, multiple people in our theater went, "What the fuck?" Like that was just like, who I want to know. Listen, whoever wrote that part, if that's specifically Zack Snyder, he goes back to the fucking busting head to the white meat bit. Because that was such a terrible part of that fucking movie. Holy shit, that was bad.
Well, that and the fucking peach tea on the desk before everything explodes as well. Like, what? Why is that a callback all of a sudden? What are you doing?
Right.
Speaking of Zack Snyder and the Snyder Cut, did you see that Zach Levy was trying to talk some shit on social media about how there's no Snyder Cut and going after people that think there is?
Yeah, that was actually really funny.
I was like, what? He's been a dick twice now.
Yes,
like
he really has.
I'm just like,
but I was just like, man, that was ridiculous. Like, why is that the hill you want to die on?
Yeah, it's like why is Zachary Levi as well? It's like you're barely a celebrity. Calm down. You did Shazam. Good for you. When you do 2 more and you're part of the Justice League, then talk. Other than that, shut up and go fix my computer.
Right. And it's like, motherfucker, like the reason why people went and saw Shazam, it's people that were wanting something new and fresh. Don't ruin it. Why are you ruining that?
Yeah, and he was talking about Captain Marvel as well. It's like, oh, I was, it's like, oh, don't shun Captain Marvel. Just come see my movie. It's like, don't say anything. Just say nothing about it. Don't take a side. Just say nothing.
Just make the jokes to your wife when you guys are in bed. Leave them the fuck there.
Yeah.
Don't Shepherd.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just shut up and do your press junkets and be happy and count your fucking money and just shut up.
J Pat says Obi Wan series is on hold. That means more time for Dion to watch Dark Fate on Blu-ray.
God damn it!
True. That's true story.
Oh my god.
Negative.
Our friend Cesaria Japan says I still can't comprehend how 2 of the world's best slapping IPs on stuff for profit companies horribly messed up Star Wars. Failed hardcore.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Tonight's show.
When you have Dion and Jeff on the show who can on a whim make a better Star Wars story, make me excited about watching it, they fucked up. They fucked up.
Yeah, we're doing that shit for free. There are people that got paid money to do that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the shit that you were saying about Obi Wan was like, damn, that sounds good. I want to watch that now.
Well, you know what the messed up part is? Excuse me. So when I was covering the Captain Marvel 2 news, they picked an inexperienced staff writer to write the script for Captain Marvel 2. Why couldn't Star Wars find somebody with the same amount of... I don't know this lady, so I can't rip on her, but why can't you find somebody who's passionate and knows about Star Wars, or I don't know, just use Timothy Zahn instead, and write a good Star Wars script?
Right. That's crazy. That
is insane.
You let those films become more about a dick measuring contest. Like
100%. Because what is the thing you see with the bigger Death Star? Like they have the comparison right there on the screen.
Yeah.
Here's the old one. Here's the new one. Like that's the dick measuring contest right there.
And then you have the sequel to that where, your hero from the fucking outside of the villain, the face of the franchise, takes his lightsaber, throws it off the fucking cliff. And it's like, bitch, in the previous movie, he left a map. Like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of... I can't get into that right now. Not tonight.
Okay.
It's like, that's what's just so crazy about this whole thing, man. And then, like, you risked a lot and you lost out on billions. I wish I could have a job where my fuck-ups can cost billions of dollars and I just can skate by, man.
Yeah. You clock out at 5 and clock back in the next week and you still have a job.
Fuck. I'm telling you right now, man, I would not be surprised if, and someone, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, oh, no, she's not going to get, Kathleen Kennedy, she's not going to get taken out because she re-signed a new contract after Solo. That was 2 years ago.
Hey, Dion.
2 years ago.
Hey, speaking of Kathleen Kennedy, do you want to hear a joke?
Hell yeah.
How do you make $1 million franchise?
I don't know how.
You give $1 billion franchise to Kathleen Kennedy.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Damn, that's a good one.
That's a harsh one there. I like that one. Ooh,
that's
baby.
A spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball, boys.
Echo Base Network says, over under 65% Baby Yoda turns out to be a girl. Well, Echo Base Network, Baby Yoda is a male character, a boy, because if you go to bigbadtoystore.com and you read the official product description from Hasbro about the Baby Yoda action figure, it says he. So Baby Yoda.
But even if there's a 4th episode when he goes to the village, she goes, "You can stay here and raise your boy."
Yeah. So like, it's canon now. It's a dude. Sorry, all the leftist women with the pink hair.
But again, it's a good point because we just reminisced about how Luke Skywalker didn't want to be found after he left the map. So I wouldn't be surprised if that should happen. So fuck us, man.
Season 2, it's a girl.
It's a girl. What? Oh, fuck me.
You know what I bet they'll do? They'll name the first episode of season 2 "It's a Girl," but it won't be about Baby Yoda. It'll be about some other female character, and they'll basically use that to gauge fan outrage and go, "Oh, the fans are sexist again." It's like, stop fucking with us. That's true. With it being popular, they may start doing weird shit like that. So. Dr. Coffinail says, I just wanted to see Obi Wan fight Darth Maul again in live action. Is that so wrong? F you, Kathleen Kennedy, or excuse me, F you, Craig KK. Sorry, I was really getting into it.
I think that I get it. Sometimes not getting what we want's the best. Listen, seeing it in Rebels, I think, was good enough, and if we were to see it in live action, they would have fucked it up. I think, because it would have been different. It would have been different from what it was in the books. I think smart money is you want a different franchise-defining battle with Obi-Wan. Don't go back to him versus Darth Maul. I love that rivalry, but I think that one is probably a little bit too much to ask.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bourbon Bear says, how does she still have a job? Just what creepy blackmail does she have on people?
Well, think about what was it? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, was it? No, it's
the bad one?
the second one.
Temple of Doom, you're right.
Okay, Temple Doom. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I was just she was like an extra dancing girl in the beginning sequence, and she's now the head of Lucasfilm. Think about that and what point she had to hit to get where she is.
Holy shit.
Okay.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Think about that because we know she's in that movie. We see her name's in the credits and where she is now. Think about what she had to do to get to where she is.
Fuck, dude. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah. Connect the dots. It's really weird. I'm sure.
Let's see. Echo Base Network. Oh, sorry. Infinite Godaikin / Brent says, Crapling Kennedy must be fired. Get her, Jeff. Well, don't worry, Brent. I'm going to be making videos about this. I'll probably have one available Saturday. I have to go out of town again, but, I'll make one. Don't worry, folks. We'll get her. As long as the Fandom Menace stays strong, we can always hold these people in charge of Star Wars accountable. And actually, it's not even just Star Wars. It's all of entertainment. If the fans can get together and rally and demand just better entertainment, studios will take notice. I think
they will last year with three remakes flopping hard.
Yeah, dude.
Well, sorry, four now with Dr. Dolittle. So
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think they're getting the message that remakes are not going to happen, which is going to be really telling for the what was it? The movie that Jordan Peele's doing soon, Candyman. So we'll see what that happens with that.
If it comes out in February, it'll be successful.
They might do that, or they might have it come out in October or something. Who knows?
What'll be nice, Nick?
What?
Is if in the credits it plays our prank call to Tony Todd.
That'll never happen, but I love that.
I know. It's out there somewhere.
I know it is. I don't know. That just seems like more another platform to do some more woke bullshit. Like I liked Get Out. It was a lot of fun, but then Us was just weird and didn't make sense to me. And I didn't really care for it, so I don't know. And even then, the Twilight Zone series was dog shit. So,
yeah. Echo Base Network says our Star Wars documentary made more money than Solo. And it was better too. Congratulations, Echo Base Network, folks. After tonight's show, go out and go over and check out the Echo Base Network Star Wars documentary. It's narrated by Doomcock. It's a very well made documentary, and it's another piece of Fandom Menace entertainment that you guys can consume. The Fixer says, Jeff, I forgot to ask, did you check out Man in the High Castle yet? Season 4 was okay, but you could tell they needed another season, and it was rushed. I have not. I just moved, and when I got out here, since Jesse is a SAG member, we get all the screeners for the Screen Actors Guild Awards. So she had to watch something called The Morning Show, which turned out to be fucking awesome. So if you have Apple Plus TV, really you should watch that show because it's really good.
Yeah, and, they're putting out some weird shows here and there, but they seem to be quality. So I don't know. I'm still gonna pay for it though.
Well, she got a free year of it.
That's good
because she has an Apple device.
Yeah,
but it was a damn fine show.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
But I will check out the Man in the High Council. Man in the High Council. I am the Man in the High Council.
Yeah, you are.
But I am a little disappointed, though, that you tell me the show seems to be rushed in the end, because a lot of great TV shows, especially a lot of animation, the last seasons are always rushed, and you just are like, what if, what could have been? And, nobody wins there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Our friend Mattaween says, so Kathleen Kennedy and Disney greenlit Obi Wan without a final approved script. # cart before the horse much. Why can't they just use some of the book material?
No, because it's no longer canon. That's why. Yeah, it's no longer canon.
Original thing, man.
But they'll still borrow from the book, and then when we see similarities, they'll be like, oh, that's not it. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then claim they don't have any material to draw from.
Yeah, because they themselves have banished it, so that's really dumb.
I'm trying to see about whatchamacallit on the Star Wars Wikipedia page to see about some stories that we could just talk about right now and say this is going to be better than the show. Well, there's not going to be a show, so of course. Anyway, folks in the chat, if there's any EU Obi Wan books, Dion will be on the lookout, and we'll check them out. David Hervey says, it doesn't matter what you think, Kathleen. You're right, dude.
Seriously. Hire The Rock just to do that shit whenever they have a new script. Well, I think it doesn't matter what you think. Just hire him to do that. He took a cool $100,000 to do that shit. Obviously, you guys are just throwing around 6-figure fucking contracts for motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they haven't had The Rock come in to do something yet.
He's a Star Wars fan.
That's true, and I mean they would get a lot of people curious about what he would be doing, regardless. I mean, they could have him holding a lightsaber with a robe on it, and I would be like, I don't know, but I'm gonna watch it. It might be dog shit, but it's gonna be fun.
I wouldn't want to see The Rock as a Jedi. I'd want to see him as like a Cara Dune style
bounty hunter. Yeah, bounty hunter.
Make him a big ass Mandalorian.
Yeah,
not even that. I want to see his fucking face. Make him a fucking rogue assassin or a fucking a bounty hunter who's second only to Boba Fett or some shit like that. I want to see something like that.
There you go.
Boba Fett, where? I had that discussion with Jesse the other day. We both started cracking up about Harrison Ford's delivery of that line. Boba Fett.
Literally, Hillary and I, when we went to last weekend, but she and I went to dinner or whatever, and we made that joke. We were sitting at the bar at Hopcat, and I just kept saying it. She kept fucking laughing, and we were just like, that was just so fucking random. That Harrison Ford is forever in our hearts because of his shit right there. Boba Fett, what? Where? Blind Han Solo fucking saving the day. Holy shit.
It's all right. I can see a lot better now. A little higher.
Instead of a big dark blur, I see a big bright blur.
There's not much to see here. I used to live here, you know.
You're gonna die here, you know. Convenient.
And they say there's no comedy in Star Wars. How dare you, people? How dare you?
Yeah, what the fuck? Essentially, Return of the Jedi is Han Solo being like, what the fuck is this shit? Just the beginning of the movie. Oh my god. Dude gets fucking unfrozen from goddamn carbonite, and his buddy's so happy to see him. He goes, yeah, I'm happy to see you too, pal. I'm all right. Like, this is like, who the fuck else could do that besides Han Solo? And the best you could do for that guy is, oh, you're alone? Well, then your name's Han Solo. Fuck you.
Oh god, yeah. That's why I wanted just one of their adventures. No origin story, no bullshit. I don't want to know how he came to be. I don't care. Give me a Han and Chewie adventure. Have them smuggling some shit. Some things go down. Just make it fun. I would have killed for that.
God,
but
that would have been so cool.
Yeah, it would have been awesome.
Fuck. How we doing? That bad, huh? Just the usual. That bad? Fuck.
Where's Leia? I'm here. Just the most basic whatever. Now I want to watch that scene in Return of the Jedi. Shit.
I know. God, what the fuck happened to our Star Wars, man? God damn it.
Disturbed fan 0717 Productions says, my boys, I miss the old Star Wars days more and more. It's so crazy how big the EU was/is. The new canon has as much depth as a fucking paper cut. Oh, would you guys like, on the topic of the old Star Wars from Disturbed fan, would you guys like to hear what Disney and Marvel are doing with Star Wars comics now?
Oh god.
They're going back and okay, so there's these things, I don't know the exact word, I'm going to call them the definitive edition, these Marvel comics where they basically take an old comic and they reprint it as is with old ads, with old covers, back covers, everything. It's meant to represent the way the book came out when it was originally published. And it's usually like a $4 book. They do it with Spider-Man, Iron Fist, whatever. With Star Wars, they censor it. They cut out all mentions of 20th Century Fox. They re-letter the book. They don't even do it right. Where they're like, so the original book said the words Star Wars on the main splash page, and it was in like red and yellow writing, and it's not the Star Wars font. And it said a film by George Lucas from 20th Century Fox in the original one. And in the new version, it now just says a film by George Lucas, and then like the other part's cut off, and it's asymmetrical. It's really lazily done in Photoshop. And as I'm saying, it's another thing that Disney and Marvel are trying to sell you. Like, oh, this is a reprint of the original with all the stuff just like it was back in the day.
How the fuck do you do that?
That doesn't work.
I knew that. Yeah, like, I mean, I assume this thing you're talking about is just like to kind of like get people back or to reprint old stuff because it's cool and they want to make a little bit of money. That's fine. And I mean, if you're doing a one-to-one thing, that's cool. That's awesome. That's great. It's very nostalgic, and you're gonna get the people who want it. But if you're gonna do this and you're further gonna fuck up the franchise, how the fuck, man? They really haven't learned. They're never gonna learn. That's all it is. They're never gonna learn.
Nope.
Never.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Tim Douglas says 2 movies come out in 2 weeks: Birds of Prey and Come to Daddy, an Elijah Wood horror movie, and I plan on seeing both. Any thoughts on the first, and have you heard of the second?
Birds of Prey looks fucking terrible.
I
it does.
refuse to give Birds of Prey any money. Jesse?
I have no interest in seeing.
What's the other one?
Come to Daddy, which is an Elijah Wood horror movie.
Never heard of it.
I would actually be willing to go see that because Elijah Wood was awesome in Maniac.
Yeah, I mean, and I think this is from his production company anyway, so I mean, it might be pretty good. So I mean, I'll probably check it out. But so far, what I've seen this year, I've seen what is it? I saw 1917, I saw Underwater, and I really loved those. I did see Uncut Gems, and I was really disappointed because it was kind of shit. So, but it's also from A24, and they're like very hit or miss.
How was Adam Sandler? Was he at least good?
He was really good, but like the story is about this like this Jewish guy he was doing the whole the diamond district thing, and his life is dog shit. Like he just hates his wife is he has an apartment away from his house that his girlfriend's sitting at, and he's got a wife and kids in his house like further outside of town, and him dealing with that, and he finally gets this shipment of like these black opals from Africa, and he tries selling them and auctioning them off, and it's like Very Bad Things. It's like that movie, but way more serious and not funny. And it's not really nothing really happens. There's no real problem. There's nothing to resolve. It's just a whole thing that all of it just happens. But once again, it's an A24 movie, and their stuff is like 50-50, and this is just not good. So like I was really hopeful for it. I thought it was going to be fun and exciting. It's not.
It wasn't better than Midsummer?
No.
But yeah, Birds of Prey to me just looks dumb because it's remnants of the old Suicide Squad, Zack Snyder, DCEU. And just when you think we're getting ahead with Joker and Wonder Woman was really good and Wonder Woman 84 looks fun, we're gonna go back to the shit that didn't work because of the Hot Topic crowd.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
I'm worried about 84, but my whole thing is again this pushing of characters by people who don't get the source material. So I get it. Harley Quinn is a big deal right now. I don't have a problem with that. But Birds of Prey. Listen, and my boy Ewan is playing Black Mask. Let's fucking do it. That part I'm excited to see. But the whole Birds of Prey thing, and then forcing Harley in there, and then being like, oh well, remember when she was a murderer? Yeah, we don't remember that shit. Now she's a superhero. Watch our movie. I'm just like, fuck you. I'm not watching it. Like,
Listen.
There was a character progression from her being the Joker's punching bag to becoming friends with Black Canary and all this shit. Like there was a progression there. Like she had to pay for the shit that she did. This movie, there's no exploration of that. There's none of this. Just she broke up with Joker. Now people are trying to kill her. Now she's a good guy, and she said some witty shit about catharsis, and now she's gonna shoot a dude with a gun that has sparkles in it. Watch it. It's like fuck you.
Listen, unless this is an hour and a half of her playing with herself in the shower, I don't care. Okay.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. I am going to try to go what? I'm going to try to watch The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie. That looks like he's getting back to his like.
We're gonna go see that tomorrow.
Yeah, like that looks good, and I like the kind of thing that Guy Ritchie does with the whole heist thing, and in England and that whole thing he does. I love that stuff. Hopefully, this is going to be good, because his Robin Hood movie was really bad.
Well, guys, speaking of movies, I told you this, but I haven't said it on that show. I saw that Shaft movie from 2019.
Yeah,
that everyone talked about last year.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
fucking awesome.
Dude, yeah, it was a great
fun,
movie.
especially the end when he shoots the guy out the window with the shotgun.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of that movie.
Folks in the chat, that's how you do a multi-generational story of father, son, grandson type of thing. If you want to pass on to the next generation, watch Shaft.
No, dude, yeah, that
I can't hit a
movie.
woman, Dad. I'm an equal opportunity ass whooper.
Dude, the best line of that movie was like, "So you're a black James Bond?" He's like, "Shit, if he was real, he'd want to be me." I lost it. That was so funny.
No, dude, it was a great movie. No PC bullshit. It was fun as hell. It was a damn good time, man.
It really was like an anti-PC movie.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna fucking shoot. What's her name? The chick from Dexter. He just pulls.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that part. I don't give a fuck. She whooping your ass. Fucking shoot her.
Yeah, that was a damn good movie, man. That was a lot of fun.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. He says, Luke with droids. Well, I don't know anyone named Obi Wan, but old Ben lived out beyond the Dune Sea. He's kind of a strange old hermit. Oh, and during dinner, that man's just a crazy old wizard. Yes, a wizard. Yes, he is. He knows Ben Kenobi a bit, but that's it. So I don't want to have him training Luke or taking care of Luke or mentoring Luke in any regard. Sorry. The beauty of the story of Obi-Wan is he was this old war hero who went into hiding to protect the kid, and then when the time was right, which is A New Hope, he came out of hiding.
Yeah, he tried to convince Luke, and Luke originally said no. So you don't make it like, don't make it seem like, they had this secret connection. Like, no, like Luke knew him, he liked him. He was a crazy old hermit that he liked, that lived out in this same fucking neighborhood.
Do you think that, okay, so clearly Uncle Owen knows who he is. Do you think there is a story to tell where Uncle Owen tries to scare off Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Or maybe
I wouldn't have it be that he's scaring him off. I think it would be, the story to tell would be, hey, you could, I understand what you're doing here. I get that. But stay away from Luke. He's not a part of any of this. Like, it should be more.
That'd be good.
Uncle Owen trying to give Luke a clean slate. I think that's what the story should.
That'd be nice. Well, maybe at some point, Obi-Wan saved him from something. He was getting jacked by some Jawas or whatever, and he saved him.
Jacked by Jawas, a Star Wars story.
It's one of our tracks on our Party Move album coming soon.
Jacked by Jawas.
Jacked by Jawas.
Yo, man, look at some Jawas. Run your shit, bitch. Oh, man, we're getting jacked by Jawas.
Not again.
Oh, man.
TLJ Screwjob says, so at the very least, Luke knows where Obi-Wan lives.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, there's been slight talk of him, and I'm sure he's seen him at least probably a handful of times over his entire life.
Holidays, the occasional weekend.
Yeah, of course.
Sold him some ice cream bars. Yeah.
They play golf. They play golf.
Yep. Hey, Mr. Kenobi, good to see you. Hey, Luke, how you doing? How's your aunt doing? She's doing great. That's good. Did you do good in school? All right, Mr. Kenobi, good to see you. That's it. Sees him at the fucking store.
I want that scene. I want that scene.
Mr. Kenobi's neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. Dude, don't even start. That'd be hilarious.
I still can't get over how great Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood was on SNL this year.
God, that was so funny. Holy shit. Oh, Eddie Murphy, we're so glad you're somewhat back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he, spoiler alert, he has a nomination from me for our Hall of Fame.
I'm sure.
Spoiler alert. I got Eddie Murphy, fuck you, on my list as well.
I know you, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, and his Dolomite movie on Netflix was awesome. It was really good. He did a damn good job.
I'm gonna watch it soon.
Yeah, dude. It's really well done. I mean, he does the character justice and everything like that. And even the Dolomite movie, I think, is actually on Tubi to watch for free. So you can see how accurate it is.
Carl Page, thank you very much. He says, in Legends, the fight between Maul and Obi-Wan is much more brutal, and it ends with Uncle Owen blowing off Maul's head with a blaster.
What?
God damn.
I want to watch that.
Damn. You know what? Get Quentin Tarantino to make the Obi-Wan show. Fuck it.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's done westerns before.
Yeah, he's done the whole Western Asian thing. Do that, man. Just have it be that.
But do you really want to see 3 close-ups of Aunt Beru's feet?
Depends on who plays her.
Good point.
If it's Marissa Tomei, yes.
Aunt Beru, look at my toes, bitch.
The unrelenting male gaze says Leia gets mind wiped at the end. Just like 3PO in episode 3.
Oh, no.
I don't like Leia being a Jedi and all this other crap. And just no. Look, Princess Leia was treated with respect and was a great character beforehand. I don't need any more.
And then randomly showing her beating Luke, I'm just like, why would you? So you're gonna show that and then not expand on it? Like, oh, I had a vision that my son was gonna go evil if I complete my Force training. That's dumb because he did it anyway. So why introduce that if you're gonna fucking shit on that plot point anyway? That was just socially like just have her. She was a badass. She shot motherfuckers in the chest. She was a part of the rebellion. She proved that she didn't have to be a fucking Jedi to make a difference, and that was what was so cool about that. But nope, we gotta have her Mary Poppins her ass back to the fucking bridge. Fuck you.
TC Mutt, thank you very much. He could have been involved in the pod racing, a mechanic or a team owner or something. In terms of, I guess he's talking about Obi Wan, right?
Right. That would have been okay.
I would be interesting to see pod racing come back to Star Wars.
Ooh.
It's something I think time has been very kind to the pod racing concept, and I don't think a lot of fans hate it. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but I personally am just like, yeah, pod racing, always liked it.
Yeah, that was one of the only good parts of Phantom Menace for sure.
Yeah, and that fucking game was legendary, bro.
Yes, legendary.
Joseph Bienowitz, thank you, says rainbow lightsabers with shaved sides and pink blue hair. That's the demographic that loves Captain Marvel too, I bet.
Well, they say they love Captain Marvel. They ain't gonna go watch the motherfucker's other movie on Netflix, are they?
Basmati Blues?
Yep. Or whatever the painting one is, what her name did. Oh, Brie Larson's so great, but we're not gonna go watch her movie on Netflix.
Unicorn Store.
Thank you. Ain't no one watching that shit. They're all full of shit. Don't con a con man, baby. Don't con a con man.
We were gonna try to watch it ironically, but we never got around
to
it.
We just really didn't want to.
We were too busy hanging out with Jesse and Anna.
Yep.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. He's got 2 in a row. Dion's idea. Year 1, Obi Wan learning about Tatooine living and stuff, and remarking on how I didn't learn about it with Qui-Gon, reflecting on the prequels. Year 5, episode 3, fight against Tuskens and dismantling some imps and let me reread this one. Sorry. Year 5, episode 3, fight against Tusken Raiders and dismantling some Imperial positions. Year 11, staying 5 steps ahead of the Empire with Luke and pulling an Agent 47 on them when escaping. Dion, that's your concept according to TLJ Screwjob.
I mean, it's a nice interpretation of it. As long as it's on Tatooine and exploring his dedication to protecting Luke from afar, that could work.
Well, the thing is, too, you can't really have it has to be from afar because it would be really dumb. I know some people are like, this sounds awesome, but to have Obi-Wan running with a baby Luke from stormtroopers, or they'd have to be clone troopers technically, wouldn't be as cool as we all think because he already made it to the Lars family farm. There's nothing left. Come on. This is very, I don't know, scraping the bottom.
I mean, you're talking about something very specific in terms of between him leaving with Luke and getting to the Lars family. Yeah, that wouldn't work because you already know how he gets there. So what could he be doing that's so exciting while still able to get to Tatooine undetected? That's you're pushing too many pieces out of the Jenga castle here. That I get. But if you're specifically focusing on, hey, I'm on Tatooine, you would have to keep stop doing Obi-Wan and the Empire. You'd have to be very legitimate and specific if that's the story you want to tell. Don't be bringing in Imperial assassins. Don't be bringing in, apprentices of the Emperor, secret none of that shit. Just focus. You got to make it a fun but very, very deliberate Western, unrelated shit, brand new shit. That's what you have to do. That's the only way I see it working.
AJ Journeyman with a very nice super chat says, stealing Solo 5 out of 5. I really liked fictional Kendo.
Well, the thing about fictional Kendo is it's a lot like real one.
That's what I
can't stand up.
What?
You have a problem getting to your feet in real life too?
Oh yeah, I forgot you read the story. I'm like, how do you know that? Duh, it's out.
Yeah.
No, I can do that just fine. I mean, I've never kidnapped anybody, but other than that,
I don't know about all that. Appalachians are a dangerous place.
not Appalachian. So once again, fact checker.
Yeah, well, keep telling yourself that.
AJ Journeyman, thank you very much. So yeah, for some reason the international orders took forever, but they were wrapped properly and taken care of. So that company, I don't get it. Anyway, for those who had affected issues, you'll get your replacements. I'm drawing a new back cover or something. There we go. So just be on the lookout. But thank you I'm glad you enjoyed the book. I'm very happy with it myself. And like you said, Kendo, fictional Kendo is just real Kendo. Like, that was my favorite part when you read it. You're like, you really, or didn't somebody at your job say, I basically captured your essence?
No. Well, Aaron had his copy and he read it. And he goes, he got you really well, didn't he? I was like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the mannerisms, the way I say things, it's pretty much dead on.
You're my favorite character in the book, hands down.
I mean, I'm my favorite character in the book too. So
yeah, but I mean, when I was writing it and drawing it and stuff, I was like, Kendo would do this. And Nick is a very fictionalized version of himself to a point where it's like he's almost a caricature, like with the black T-shirt. You know, little bitty things like that. Once everything gets worked out, we'll do like a stream for it. How's that?
That works. An animated short.
I am looking for an animator for something, so we'll talk off air. Thunder Robots, thank you very much. How about a story where Obi Wan has to go on a mission to recover and destroy the fallen Jedi lightsaber from the black market and publicly fake his death so Vader will stop looking for him?
Doing too much.
What do you guys think? Dion, you said it's too much?
Yeah, doing too much.
Yeah, a little too much.
I
don't know.
I wouldn't mind a story. Oh, go ahead, Kendo. Sorry, you cut out.
I was gonna say, I mean, he's under the impression that Obi-Wan's dead anyway, right?
No, because Obi-Wan just read with his lightsaber.
Yeah, but still, with Order 66, he has to think that he's probably dead or at least in hiding. So I don't know. You don't want to have any interaction between Vader and Obi-Wan though, because there is supposed to be zero interaction between the two of them from the time that he leaves them laying there, barbecuing on the planet, on the planet, and when they meet up in the Death Star.
Yeah, I would definitely keep Vader out of it. Like, if you're going to show Darth Vader, if you have to, like, gun to your head, he never leaves the ship or never even, whatever. Because, like he says, the last time I felt it was in the presence of my old master, and Grand Moff Tarkin's like, surely he's dead by now.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't hate if Obi-Wan, I don't want this to happen, but, like, a lesser evil would be if a Jedi found Obi-Wan and, like, asked for his help or something, and then Obi-Wan failed to help the Jedi because he knew Luke was more of an important endgame type of thing. I don't know.
Or you even have a moment where, Obi-Wan says no, and then he sees the Jedi get killed because he can't do anything about it.
He's out and about and he encounters somebody that's like force sensitive that can sense that he's force sensitive too, and it's like he tries to talk to him and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, because he's in hiding.
Westgard Tourabyong says Obi-Wan deals with decommissioned clones. I used to not care about the clones until the Clone Wars show came out, and now I'm like, anything with more clones would be kind of cool if they're treated like they are on the TV show. Which, by the way, did you guys see the trailer for the new season?
I haven't watched it yet.
It was fine. I mean, it's okay. It's I guess that's the next Star Wars thing that we can look forward to.
Uh-huh.
But I loved the original show.
Yeah.
Wanderer says, whose fault? Whose fault? The San Andreas fault. Because Mr. Richter can't predict her kicking our asphalt.
Get out.
Wanderer, thank you very much. Don't listen to Kendo. I appreciate the wordplay.
Mr. Richter can't predict her.
I think of Andy Richter. I might be the only fucking Andy Richter fan on the planet.
I do like Andy Richter. He is really funny. The Andy Richter show, on the other hand, not so much.
Yeah, I used to watch Andy Richter Controls the Universe back in the day. Let's see. Joseph Yanowitz says the entire Fandom Menace should send Kathy Kennedy a singing bag of dicks. That's a lot of bags.
She tried to claim that it's some kind of like
sexual assault or something. You don't want that.
Mm-mm.
We're not Antonio Brown.
No. If you want to get back at Kathleen Kennedy, just don't buy her shit. Mark C says the Phantom Menace makes references. The Phantom Menace makes reference to. Oh wait, Nick dropped the call. Shit. Nick,
hey, there we go.
He was asking to get put back on like 10 minutes ago.
Oh shit! I am sorry. I got the other window pulled up, so my phone's on silent. That's my fault.
Okay, yeah, because I was just like, man, let me back in. I'm missing all this.
You know what you missed?
What?
Everything.
I know. It happens every time.
Thank you, Gary Ober. But Mark C says the Phantom Menace makes reference to a second hut on Tatooine. How about a show where Obi Wan plays one against the other, like Fistful of Dollars? Ooh.
Don't say things like that because they'll never make it because that's too good of an idea.
Well, Fistful of Dollars. Yeah, that's the first one, right? Of the Dollars trilogy. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I really liked that movie. I love all the Dollars trilogy.
It's one of those things where, like, yeah, even the ideas of Deanna Jeff had are really good, but once again, they'll never get made because they have to have their own ideas. And they have to be original. They have to be their own way of doing things, and they're going to screw it up, and it's not going to be good. And the only thing we're going to have is maybe the cartoon and Mandalorian. So that's it.
Man, that's awesome for Star Wars fans.
And maybe in another 3 to 5 years, some shitty Knights of the Old Republic stuff that they're going to attempt to make. So,
Grant says, "Who saw 1917? How would you rate it?"
I saw it. It's more of a filmmaker thing that I liked it from that aspect because it's all done in one shot and it's all really well done. And even then, the story in itself is, it's really, I liked it because, it's like, oh, they have to get this message because it's 1917, it's World War I. They don't have radios or telephones or anything, or telegraphs or anything that they can rely on. They have to actually give the person the message. They have to go to that direction and get it to the other person. And so it becomes this whole thing of just like getting this thing across it and like all the stuff that happens and everything that even then, if you watch the 4-minute featurette on, I think it's YouTube about it, it is insane the stuff they had to do to even get it going. Like, to do the one shots and stuff, it's ridiculous. It's a wonderful movie. It's very well shot. It's very well done. It's really good. I really enjoyed it.
Bikini90 says, that's a big super chat. He says Jennifer Lawrence deserves to be cussed out right in front of her face for her attitude and the crap she spewed, and Charlize Theron deserves it as well. So you love your Republican fans as long as they agree with you? Fuck you. I did not. What has Jennifer Lawrence been up to, guys? I thought she.
Okay, she's young, dumb, and full of semen, so that's the problem.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I don't know. She's like 25, 26, and like she's always been put in older roles. I don't know how she. I don't know. She's never been very well prepared for that kind of stuff, and I just
didn't she retire or something
Lawrence?
like that? It's like she was. Yeah, I thought I saw something where she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to stop acting for a while" or some shit.
Probably. I mean, she's probably got enough money piled up, so she might.
Well, she's selling her $12 million Manhattan penthouse.
Well, she said something after. She said so. She was talking shit after Dark Phoenix bombed. She was dumping on, how fans don't appreciate movies and shit. And then she said, what else did she say? I can't remember off the top of my head, but she, especially after Dark Phoenix didn't do well, she was talking a lot of shit. And then she was one of the people that echoed the whole sexist movie critics because Dark Phoenix got dumped on really hard. So
I watched Dark Phoenix. It was dog shit. It was bad. Really bad. Nothing like I wanted it to end so quickly. It didn't. It just kept going on and on and on. Oh, it was so bad. I was gonna ask the chat, how many of you want me to torture myself and watch Birds of Prey for the channel?
You're gonna do it anyway, so don't act like you're trying to take one for the team.
I mean, I'm fine to take one for the team, but if the channel wants me to, I will.
I mean, you did go see Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I mean that's true. So I figure it doesn't cost me anything. I might as well do it for the channel.
Do it for the Vine.
Do it for the
Vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, do you hear what people are doing on TikTok now?
No.
Fucking.
No. They're dipping their balls in soy sauce. because there's an article that came out a couple of days ago that it was on like I fucking love science, that science blog, where apparently your balls have taste buds.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And they're trying to figure if they could taste things with them. That's what was going on.
By article, he means he watched lots of those TikTok videos and then tried it himself.
Shut up, Kendo. Okay, all right. So I can't get the smell off. Anyways,
It's still really, really salty.
Smell of Kinkerman for days now. It's weird.
God damn it!
Well, I got used to less
my
sodium.
lifestyle. Okay.
That's the life you lead.
Yeah.
It's boring out there.
Oh wait, hold on. Wow, the super chat window jumped a whole bunch. How did I miss? Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, don't worry, folks. I'm not gonna miss yours. So we read that one. West. Okay, Sandra's Fault, Phantom Menace, $2 more. Okay, sorry. Grimjoy. That was the one I meant to read. It jumped ahead. Sorry, folks. Don't worry. Dion, the next time you sneak alcohol into the theater, put it into a sunscreen flask. If the usher asks why you have it, tell him it's so you don't burn when you say you can't get sunburn. Why? Because I'm black.
Dude. Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
I want that to happen so bad now.
I thought it was
There
part
you
of
go.
it. It's always sunny joke.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Grimjoy. Dion, have you ever pulled that as because I'm black thing?
You know what? I have not. I need to get on the. No way. I did it one time in 7th grade. I got in a fight with a kid that I shouldn't have gotten in a fight with, and I did say, well, he was calling us the N-word, and we pretty much got away with it. So that was cool. You
should pull 2 times, just like Axel Foley, when you go to the Beverly Palm Hotel, because you know why, and when you're running around a warehouse at night in the blonde area.
Oh man.
Fixie Clary says, Jeff, Neon is a Disney stockholder, so he gets to attend the stockholders meetings and get the info. And that's spelled K-N-E-O-N. I don't know who Neon is, Fixie Clary. Jesse, do you know who K-N-E-O-N is? Nope. Nope, I don't know. Do you guys know?
Nope.
I've never heard of that dude.
Must be a fellow YouTuber. Well, if he ever, obviously if he has a platform that he can share the information, cool. But if anyone ever has insider info to share with us, worldclassbs@mail.com, the best mail.
.com.
Thank you, Kendo.
.com.
TLJ Screwjob says, Roald Dahl quit consulting.
.com.
Thank you. Thank you, Curtis Lindenfield.
You're welcome. My name's Dustin.
Dude, it popped up on my newsfeed yesterday. 10 years ago was when he got his Admiral Akbar tattoo.
Oh man.
That man and his horrible decisions.
Oh, I was there. I paid for it. Yeah, it was $25.
Well, I mean, he's also got 8 kids, so you're never gonna get that back.
I don't want it back. I would actually buy him another tattoo of something really stupid.
Get him a Death Star tattoo, but it has to go on his head.
You make him get tattoos on his dicks. Both of them. Let's see. TLJ Screwjob. Okay, so TLJ Screwjob says Roald Dahl quit consulting on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory because the director went against the book. The Johnny Depp version was like it. Yeah, I think the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie is way better than the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie.
Dude, 100%. I mean, and you even have songs in it and things like that that are really iconic. I mean, as soon as you hear one like the first 3 notes of the song, you know exactly what it is immediately.
Yep.
Gene Wilder was like a celebrity when he died. I was just
dude.
bummed out. I was like, Willy Wonka, no.
Yeah, dude. Gene Wilder. I mean, when he died, like I remember being with my mom and stuff like that. I had to like take a minute because I love that man. That man,
yeah, great. His life was sad though, because once Gilda Radner died, he never remarried, I believe.
Jeez, that's
But TLJ Screwjob, Roald Dahl also worked on the You Only Live Twice film, which was nothing like the book it was adapted from. So maybe he has a double standard, only if it's his own work.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Mark C says, not counting merchandise, if you take the film's profits and subtract the cost of the Lucasfilm, the parks, the films, and film promotion, Disney is at a $1.5 billion loss.
Wow.
Good for them.
We're much more like much more fiscally focused podcast this evening, but yeah, how to lose money the Star Wars way.
Can we get a CPA in here, please? Can somebody go over the shit?
You know, D'Lo Brown's a certified public accountant. Maybe he'll help us out.
He's a real deal, baby.
Go kick your sorry.
We need to get the tax returns for 2019. Can we do that? Can we look through the papers and see what happens?
They haven't been filed yet.
Okay, can we get it for 2018 then? Can we do that?
There you go.
6 Turning 4 Burning says, I'll be the crazy one. If Disney's entire management is this incompetent, it will go bankrupt. It may take 20 years, but if the stupidity isn't placed in check, the losing money will catch up to them.
Should eventually.
So you're guessing 20 years, 6 Turning 4 Burning.
20? I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little bit sooner than that because if they've gotten one thing right so far, one thing. You know, well, sorry, 1.5. We'll count Rogue One as half. So I mean, that's I don't know.
Bob Iger can't look at the Marvel numbers anymore and go, "Oh, this will cover everything."
Yeah, I mean that's done with now. That's done with. They're in phase 4.
Yeah, there will be a phase 5, but if phase 4 underperforms and phase 5 doesn't get people excited, that's it.
No, they're done, man. I honestly think they're done because Star Wars is done. Marvel's pretty much done. They're just kind of like limping along now with a few things here and there. They're going to have a handful of shows coming on Disney Plus that I don't really care about. I mean, even what is it? Even the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is ending. So I mean, that's all.
Phase 5 isn't Fantastic Four. Get the fuck out.
I think it's got to be the X-Men, dude.
Yeah, it might be the X-Men reboot. It might be the X-Men reboot.
I'm just hoping that the X-Men, if it is an X-Men reboot, well, it's got to be a reboot, but it's like Jim Lee era. I don't want fucking 1960s Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, it's Marvel Girl and all this crap. I want, a little.
No, they won't do that. They'll do something later on because they need the diversity numbers. So they're gonna check those boxes too. So.
Also, I want to jump back to the Mark C's point about the not counting merchandise. You got to think too. Poor Hasbro, how much money they sunk into keeping that.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be a little bit more fiscally responsible now when they start getting contracts with them. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, we need this. We need it's gonna be different numbers now because we lost money because of you guys. So.
Well, I mean, so Hasbro has the license for both Marvel and Star Wars, Disney's 2 biggest properties for boys. Obviously, the Marvel stuff's really, really successful. I mean, Marvel Legends figures, they have a Black Widow that just came out today at Walmart.com and Target.com. They're 2 exclusive versions. One's the 1980s suit. One is a white version from the comic books. The 1980s costume sold out almost instantly. Like, there's demand for Marvel Legends. There's demand for this shit, not the Star Wars stuff. But you got to think when it comes time to renegotiate, which I don't know when that is, but I think it's this year, actually. I think it's actually 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You got to wonder if Disney will have the same bargaining chip that they had 5 years ago or whenever they renewed it under the Disney license. Will they have the same bargaining chip, or will Hasbro be like, yo, we need to lower this maybe they'll talk to Disney directly and say, lower it for everybody. We'll pay the same on Marvel, but we need to make up for all the money we've lost from Star Wars because Star Wars is not a big thing at the marketplace right now. Even the video game that people seem to like came and went really quickly.
Yep. Which one was that?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll get that when it's really discounted because I think it's like $60 now. If it's like $20, I'll buy it, but no more than that. It's not. It's the gameplay. The amount of time on it is not that much. It's not worth them paying a full $60 for it. It's not.
No, I did
play the guys who did Until Dawn. They put out another game. The Median Man or whatever, that one was fun. Man of Median, dude, they're killing it with that stuff, man. Oh my god, I love that studio so much. I played that game over Christmas and it was so much fun.
I keep forgetting you're a low-key gamer.
Very low key, very low key.
I'm just saying that, but like you'll pull out this like shit, like, yeah, I beat that whole one already. Bought the DLC, did it, done, great, loved it, 10 out of 10. I'm like, Jesus, Nick, when do you find the time?
Usually on the weekends, or sometimes I'll sneak in my PlayStation at work, and after I'm done with work, I'll just use the internet and play there because they don't give a shit.
I did not bring my PlayStation out west, and I don't really miss it yet.
Okay. I bought this stuff. I think they're putting out like 4 games over the next 4 years or something, or 4 stories.
Mm-hmm.
And this one they did reminded me of I think it was like Shipwrecked or whatever movie it was, where they go. Oh no, this story reminded me of Ghost Ship a little bit. But it was like done with the teenagers and that whole thing as well, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a really awesome game.
Iceman's in it.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah. I haven't got the Blair Witch game, which has been kind of weird so far. I haven't really dove into that too much. It got boring because you're just walking around the forest now, and I just don't really feel like doing that.
You mean Iceman from the movie X-Men too?
Yeah.
Or like from Top Gun? Oh.
No. From the X-Men movies. No, he's in it. He plays like a douchebag rich boy who tries to get away from some crazy Islander dudes or some crazy Somali pirate dudes or something like that. So yeah, it is fun. I mean, if you liked Until Dawn, you'll love this game. So that's how I feel about it.
Have you ever tried not being a mutant? Such a good line. Our friend Thunder Robot says Disney won't listen, buy stock, then they have to. But that's like giving them the ultimate money. Like
that's true. I mean, the best thing you can do is just not buy any of their stuff.
Modalicious says Ray cosplay, basic Starbucks, white bitch, and Uggs.
Damn.
You're not wrong.
Mecca Random makes a really great point though. She's always like, they try to appeal to the cosplay demographic with like Birds of Prey, with Rey from The Force Awakens, the new trilogy. It's just like stuff that's easy to replicate, and that's how fandom, like they think fandom is today. It's like you can put yourself in the role, so they don't even create anything interesting that you want to be like,
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Luke Skywalker. There's a good reason.
Yeah, I mean, and then that's why I kind of go to Dragon Con, because you can always tell by the costumes and how many of them are what's popular that year. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of Mandalorians this year. For damn sure.
I hope they look good though.
I think if they started, the beginning of this year or a little earlier, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So we'll see. And also being in August in downtown Atlanta, and that kind of costume is going to be very trying. So we'll see how long they last.
Oh God, Dion's special horse, Little Biscuits here.
Oh shit.
Hey, Dion, I sent you a Captain Holdo action figure. Heads in the mail to remind you of the good times. I'm sorry for what I said when we were arguing about Terminator Dark Fate. Please forgive me, Dion.
I'll think about it.
You always do that so creepy every time. I'm just like, God,
I had to turn it down. I was like making my fucking spine tingle.
I'm thinking of Richard Nixon. Do you want to see how I actually do the voice every time?
Yes.
So I get like this and I shake my lips so they sound like that. Every time. Every time.
Makes me giggle every time.
Oh, man.
I am not a crook.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. That motherfucker got impeached.
if
No, he
the
didn't.
president does it.
Oh, he quit, right? Or he
resigned.
He resigned.
He saw the writing on the wall when both sides were like, "This guy is a fucking crook." He's like, "I better quit."
No, he got charged. Remember, and then he got pardoned. Motherfucker got charged.
No, he got charged with something different, and then Ford pardoned him on that. It's
right,
not.
Yeah,
important.
so I'm saying it wasn't for the theory, but he got charged with a crime, with a straight up crime, and he.
Oh yeah.
So.
Remember that episode of that '70s show where Gerald Ford comes to town and they all moon him?
Yep.
Wee pee pee. That was when that show was fun.
God, it used to be great. And then Josh Myers got on it.
Season 8. Our friend Miguel almost says the 2 D-bags that ruined Game of Thrones, 2 chops to the throat.
Oh, damn.
Betty Hoff and Weiss.
Those dudes, they almost got Star Wars. And even Disney was like, yeah, that's a negative, bros.
Yeah. That's what happens when you outkick your coverage.
Yeah, and
they had the book to fall back on, and then they got past them and were like, oh, shit, what are we going to do?
Yeah, and here's the thing: if some people are like, oh, Ryan Johnson's still gonna get his trilogy, it's like if those two guys couldn't get a trilogy, you think they're gonna give it to him? Right. Come on now, come on.
Got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you, bitches.
Let's see. Balthazar, the extraterrestrial, says, WCBS, what are your thoughts on Terrifier?
I want to see that really bad.
Terrifier is Terrifier on Netflix?
The clown movie, right?
Is that what they're talking about? Dude, no, it's good. I've seen it a couple times, man. It's they did the Kickstarter for part 2. It's a lot of fun. It's very like 70s giallo kind of thing. It is really fun. I really enjoyed it. I've watched a couple times with some friends of mine. It's a good time. Give it a watch. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to those guys. Follow them. Whatever. Give them some love. Support an independent film.
It's on Netflix though.
Yeah, 100%.
Darian217 says it's a hard choice between Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, Alex Kurtzman. My pick would be J.J. Abrams, as he is the catalyst for the destruction of Star Trek starting in 2009 and Star Wars in 2015. So yes, these are all our celebrities that are going to get punched in the face. I would pay money to watch J.J. Abrams take a punch to the face from Darian or Mike Tyson, one of the two. I feel like Mike Tyson still has it.
Oh, he does, dude. That dude totally still has it.
Yeah, not interested in getting hit by him.
Well, we've all seen Tropic Thunder multiple times, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he's like, "Who's the PA or whatever? I want you to punch Damian Cockburn in the face."
Key grip. Yeah,
key grip.
Key grip.
Yeah. I want it to be like that, where J.J. Abrams is sitting at a table and a key grip comes up, and the key grip happens to be Mike Tyson, and he's just like, "Sorry." Bam! Right across the fucking face.
Oh, dude.
Sorry, but I gotta hit you in the face really hard because that man on the TV said so. So just hit it right there. I'll take care of it. Just on the count of 3. 3, bam!
It would be like that scene out of Scanners. J.J. Abrams' head would explode.
Oh my god. Geez. Yeah, he's a copycat. He can't do anything original, and when he does, he can't land the ending ever. I mean, that's why he only did 2 Star Trek movies and hasn't done the third one because he couldn't finish it, didn't know how to.
Thank you, Justin Wan.
Yeah, well, that third one was really bad though. God,
Star Trek
wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
It's my least favorite of the 3.
For sure. Oh, by far. Just this obsession with destroying the Enterprise is what fucking killed it. Like, just have it.
Well, that explains why you want to keep destroying the Millennium Falcon in the last movie.
Seriously.
He's like, every 5 minutes it was broken. Every 5 minutes it was goddamn broken. Just put a thermal detonator on it and just be done with it already, JJ. Come on.
Don't you dare say about the Falcon.
Well, it felt like he wanted to do that. The whole time. I was like, don't. Jeez, man.
It's about subverting our expectations.
Yeah.
Right.
To what? To make them lower?
Fun movie.
Okay. It's like, geez, man. It's like you can't. Like they're gonna be really, really low. I mean, even being in the theater and watching Dion freak out and look at me every few minutes with that what the fuck face.
They were so hilarious, man.
Because the first 2 times he yelled and we almost got kicked out.
I thought we were gonna get kicked out of that theater for sure.
I wouldn't have given a shit. It would have been funny as hell. I would have been fine with it.
I would have been fine with it. I was like, we're gonna get bounced. It's great. We'll make a scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that dude in front was gonna talk shit. I was like, please talk shit, please, because in the mood I'm in, I welcome it.
There was a guy behind you who was dressed up as something. I think after he had a
douchebag. He was dressed up like a douchebag.
He was dressed up as like a death trooper or something. I don't know. It was some outfit. I was like, come on, man. This movie's not that good. Calm down.
I literally couldn't deal. I could not deal. Fucking force healing, and I'm just like, am I the only one? Oh, only the Sith know about that, motherfucker. There was an entire movie about clones. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking Dominic Mohanigan. Go back to Lost, bitch. Shut up. Cloning, healing. Oh fuck! Oh god, that fucking movie.
Hey Dion.
Only things the Sith know.
I'm the spy, Dion.
What? No, I'm the spy.
I'm the spy.
Fuck me and fuck that movie.
Swinging Cod says, sucks about Zachary Levi. Been a fan since Chuck, and he was usually one of the best about fan interaction. Oh well, Captain Marvel 2 means another drinking stream, another chance to kill you guys.
Okay. Well, no, I did get to meet him at Dragon Con. He was really, really nice. But that was like just for a minute. And yeah, he was cool. He didn't preach to me about Captain Marvel, so that was fine.
You didn't hear what he said about you after you turned her away, though.
That's true. I didn't. That motherfucker.
Well, speaking of God, you have your chance on Oscar night because we'll be playing a drinking game on the Oscar night. So
we will. We'll be starting as soon as they start with the red carpet stuff with the pre-show or whatever.
Yeah,
and we'll be going until they end. I don't know if we'll have our own after party or if any of it will survive for that long, but we'll see.
Shit, I should go look for a real after party out here,
dude. You probably find one, man. You probably find one.
Sure.
I should be like, hey, I have press credentials from YouTube. Let me in to Robert Downey Jr.
Dude, he seems like he would be cool to talk to because he just like doesn't give two fucks anymore. He's like, I don't care.
Hey, he's so rich. Why would he?
That's true.
Let's see. Nathan Brake says, don't worry, Jeff. I am here. What did I miss? Nathan Brake, you missed a hell of a show. That was a really good show. So I do recommend that anyone who joined us late go back and listen to the replay. We do not delist the World Class Bullshitters podcast because it is the cornerstone of the brand. So we love what we do here on this YouTube channel. But yeah, go back and check it out, Nathan. Thank you for joining us. Mongo's Big Fink says, come on, guys. You guys would love to see Robert Downey Jr. fist a dragon while Gorilla holds him from behind. That's what every person wants to see in their movies, right?
It's a negative, home slice. It's a negative.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I kind of want to see Robert Downey Jr. fist a dragon.
Oh, come on. See some surprised yet terrified look on some poor dragon. Hashtag me flew. Like, whoa.
I mean, dragons are mythical creatures, so he's just going to be CGI fisting a puppet? I don't know.
Which is almost worse because then you gotta either put the CGI moisture sound in there or you gotta make it happen, and that's just an awkward evening for everybody.
They have to make a green dragon ass and like have a hole there for him to put his arm into. That's a weird day. That's a weird day on set. Okay.
I just want to see a film script where it says, and then Robert Downey Jr. fists a dragon.
I don't know. He's so rich and doesn't give two fucks. He might be like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. It's fine.
Seriously,
we should write a movie, and we should ask him if he wants to make a movie where he fists a dragon.
Oh man.
Our friend Nathan Brake says, my RPG story is 10 times better than Disney. Yes, it is. And you complete and tell a whole story, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the thing Disney would not tell you.
Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Disney.
Hey, Screwjob says, Kathleen Kennedy competence. Where? I would love to see somebody CGI her head onto Boba Fett's body. But
Someone make that GIF happen, please.
Oh no, we should do one. We should make one better. It's Boba Fett flying into the sail barge, and then the Sarlacc pit is Kathleen Kennedy's head, but it's like she's Canadian from South Park, and then we just get
there you go
sound effect.
Just a little higher. Just a little higher. Her fucking tongue is wrapped around fucking Lando's foot.
Oh god.
Yeah, your impression of Billy D. Williams sounds just like Philip Michael Thomas.
Thank you. I worked hard on it. It's all right, Lando. I can see a little higher, just a little higher.
Crack it.
Every fucking time I see that part. It's okay. Your buddy's getting pulled into Kathleen Kennedy's mouth. She's in the sand. And then you're getting pulled in, and you're just like, "It's okay, man. I can see a lot better now." You're like, "Wait, whoa! What do you mean you can see better now?" Just a little higher. Just a little higher.
TLJ Screwjob says Birds of Prey, Black Canary, race swapped because Black Canary, and no Babs. HTF. You can't make a Birds of Prey movie without Barbara Gordon. How the fuck can you make it? Okay, that's right. I was like, hold the phone. Phone spelled with a PH. So yeah, I agree that you can't make a Birds of Prey movie without Barbara Gordon. I hate to say this, but the fucking TV show from like 20 years ago was more accurate than this movie.
I had to explain to Hillary why I was so pissed about this fucking movie. I'm like, they just threw her in there, like the fucking Barbara. She's put the team together, so they just make it about. Oh, it's Canara and Montoya. And, oh, Kath and motherfucking Harley Quinn's in it because plot. I'm like, and she's like, okay, now I get why you don't want to see this movie. Like I had to fucking like sit there and explain this shit.
Yeah. Once again, if it's gonna be her playing with herself in the shower for an hour and a half, I'll watch it. But other than that, I don't care. I mean, I watch for the channel because I'm that guy, so it's fine.
Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says, I thought Uncut Gems was good, especially considering that it's from A24. Hashtag Dion adores Terminator Dark Fate.
God.
I don't know, man. I watched. I guess I was expecting something different, but it just felt like it was just like about this Jewish jeweler who just tried to make his life better, and it kept being like everything he did just kept sinking him down and lower, and he was just like kind of a sad fuck, and I just didn't enjoy it. And then at the end, he kind of wins, but he doesn't, and it's weird. So I don't know. It just, yeah. It didn't really. It didn't really. Especially about the whole Opal thing and the way that thing happened. It didn't. It tried to make it more than it was, but it didn't explain how it was. This MacGuffin or something. I don't know. I just didn't like it.
You guys still there?
Sorry.
Next thing.
I bumped my mic. Sorry.
Okay.
Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says, hashtag jacked by Jawas.
Get that one going, boys and girls. We got to put that on Twitter. Hashtag Jack by Jawas.
Didn't somebody say something about Pornhub earlier on a super chat about Jacked by? Oh, never mind. That's coming up next.
Yeah. What?
I was reading ahead into the future.
Oh God, easy there, Mike.
Yeah. TLJ Screwjob says, also, I guess there's no Gotham City Sirens. I guess Ivy/Catwoman's problematic sex appeal need not apply. Harley's not in Birds of Prey's comics.
She's never has been a member of the Birds of Prey. Like, that's what pissed me off about that.
Well, the thing is, it's to me, it's like cashing in on a name that's kind of slightly recognizable to comic book fans. It's like, we're going to have Renee Montoya. And I'm like, Renee Montoya was the cop from Batman.
Yes.
It's nice that she was a lesbian character. I think she went on to be, what is it? Not the Question. Yeah, it was the Question. I think she went on to be the Question at one point in time. That's fine. No trouble there. But like, make a fucking coherent story. Birds of Prey, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be a flop. That's my guess.
It's gonna be a flop. Not only that, because like they're supposed to be heroes. Like at a point when everyone thinks Batman's dead, Barbara has the Birds of Prey come to God, like they're a group of heroes. So having them be put together by a villain who never pays for what she did, not only are you fucking up Birds of Prey, but again, you're disintegrating a huge character development for Harley Quinn when she eventually becomes a hero and becomes friends with Black Canary. Well, that's a huge thing.
Well, it was the Birds of Prey debuted with a partnership between Black Canary and Barbara Gordon, who had adopted the code name of Oracle because she was shot. And yeah. And yeah, it's mostly been like Black Canary, Huntress. There is one dude technically in Birds of Prey. His name's Hawk from Hawk and Dove, but we don't talk about that. And they're from 1996. So are we going to see the Clock Tower? Are we going to see Big Barda? Or no, we're not going to see Hawk Girl or any of this shit. So I have no interest in Birds of Prey. And if you do, folks, more power to you. We never would tell you to feel bad about a movie you want to watch. But I can't get behind this old regressive DC EU bullshit.
Just so everybody knows, I just put hashtag Jack by Jawas on our Twitter. So go and retweet it, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Carl Page says, in the end of the fight, Owen tells Obi Wan to stay away from Luke. So after Obi Wan or Darth Maul's head gets blown off by fucking Uncle Owen, he's like, "Get out of here!
Get the fuck off my plane! I mean property!
I mean moisture evaporator farm."
DLJ Screwjob or 6 turning 4 burning says, "Jacked by Jawas is on Pornhub." So
I don't want to know.
I've seen, but I couldn't. You couldn't hear it because remember that guy sued Pornhub. So
That's right.
if you want to hear us talk about that story, that was on last week's After Hours. That actually had some of the biggest response to any fucking thing we've covered on that.
Really?
Yes, people are going nuts for the Pornhub.
Oh man.
TLJ Screwjob says, speaking of Babs, if she's also in the new Batman movie and they pull a fan four stick a la Sue Johnny, I'm not seeing that either. Hashtag stop race swapping. Yeah, TLJ Screwjob, for as much as I like Jeffrey Wright as an actor, I don't like him playing Commissioner Gordon. Like, if you're going to adapt these characters, it's not their fucking costume, it's the people. And, you know, what they look like is a defining trait. I love when people say, when does it say in a comic book that Spider-Man needs to be white? Peter Parker. It's like, look how he's fucking drawn. Comic book is a visual medium. Shut up. Like, I can't.
No, dude, 100%. It's like, yeah, it's like if he's white in the comic, then he should be white when he's, you know, it's a movie. It's like if he's black, all of a sudden it'd be weird. You got to explain that, and that's a whole other bag, you know, a whole other thing of worms. So whatever. People are dumb.
The unrelenting male gaze says, sorry, meant to say Luke reaches level 100 Jedi, then gets mind wiped at the end of the Obi Wan series. Oh. I don't like that.
Nope, no. I don't like that. No. Now Jedi
that happened.
Yeah, now Jedis can mind wipe and heal. That sounds like Sith business.
That sounds like the end of Wolverine. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
That's true.
Remember he gets shot by the adamantium bullet and forgets everything?
Yeah.
Don't remind me of that shit show.
Yeah. Dude,
that's how memory loss works.
That was over a decade ago, Dion.
Fuck us.
I remember that clearly. I feel old.
I remember seeing it. I was like, oh, I brought my girlfriend to this. What the fuck was I thinking?
She's now your wife and your kid is 5.
And my son will never watch X-Men Origins Wolverine. I can't do it to him.
You are the best father.
I try.
Modalicious says, Luke would have talked to Ben about his vision and tried to diffuse the teen angst instead of trying to murder his sister and best friend's kid. Whatever.
Yeah.
You'd think that, but again, Disney does not Star Wars properly.
No, not at all.
Brandonius 2 ! 2 says, firing Kathleen Kennedy, a Star Wars story. I should make a account called Firing Kathleen Kennedy, a celebration story, where like once Kathleen Kennedy is fired, world peace takes place. It's like the end of Return of the Jedi. It's just
yeah.
Like we set free.
Kathleen Kennedy gets fired. We're all a bunch of Ewoks dancing around watching it explode. It's exactly what'll happen.
TLJ Screwjob also says, Harrison Ford voice, Jeff, where's my copy of the comic? You think I get a free one after that trouble you guys put me through?
Nope.
No, sorry.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who are you? You were in a TV show? Thank you. TLJ Screwjob, thank you for everything.
By the way, you left your vest in my basement. Okay, just so you
know. 007 Cloud says, sorry guys, I'm late. Was watching Metacur stream about the Resident Evil situation in China. Have you guys seen Kingdom on Netflix? Zombies in China.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of over the zombie thing. Like the zombie thing's been dead for a while. I mean, that's why. I don't know. I mean, even The Walking Dead's doing something else. Their third spinoff or some shit like that. It just still like people aren't buying it. Even the convention is over for Walker Stalker. Like it's dead because they weren't paying the celebrities or anybody anything at all. They totally screwed them over. It's like it's all dead. Hell, even what was it? Zombieland Double Tap. You know, barely made any money because of it because it was it's done.
Yeah. By the way, 007 Cloud, thank you for joining us, though. The Metacur stream about the China stuff, I want to go back and check out because I flew this past week and I heard about this and I caught a cold and I was like, oh God, did I catch that virus?
Yeah, I think it's jumped out of China and it's like other places now. So
when I was in Maryland, I shit you not, the hotel I was in actually had a giant convention from China.
Oh my god!
I was like, "What the fuck am I done?"
Patient Zero, Jeff Hicks.
I was like,
there you go, Kendo. Can we make that comic next?
People say it's offensive. All right, let's make Wonder says, I wish I could take credit, but that's from Animaniacs. You mean Steven Spielberg presents the Animaniacs, one of the best cartoons of the 90s?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what the best joke from that cartoon was, in my opinion?
What?
They're all on a ship, and they say, we have to dust for fingerprints. And Yakko pulls out Prince. He goes, fingerprints. And then Prince just, like, gives a smile.
Yes. Well, because she goes, we have to... No, I said fingerprints. Yeah. And he's holding Prince. And it's just like, hold up. Even as a kid, I remember being like, wait, what? Hold up. Fingerprint? What?
What are you doing right now? What's going on here?
Fucking Animaniacs, dude. Goddamn.
It's one of the greatest. Never mind. I'm going to show it anyway, real quick, while we're reading the super chats. I think the chat will fucking love it. There we go. Dust for Prince. I found Prince. No, fingerprints. I don't think so.
Holy shit.
Let's see. Wonder, we read that one. E-Temple Queen's Place to Be Reviews says, wanted to show some love. Hail Muff Daddy and WCBS. E-Temple Queen, thank you very much, my friend. We appreciate the support. Folks, check out E-Temple Queen's Place to Be Reviews. A lot of fellow Fandom menacers are over on his streams. We have Salvador from 2 Cent Toys. We have our friend Commander Cody. I believe Rage of the Lost Flick shows up every once in a while. Maybe even Echo Base Network. And they put out a really great podcast called The Boardroom. And sometimes they do early morning streams as well. So if you guys are looking for some bonus content when you've run out of world-class bullshitters, I highly recommend those guys. They're good people. Carl Page says, what I liked about Legends is that it added so many layers to Star Wars and filled it with fun information, and Disney blew it all away.
Yep.
Every time when somebody tells me a story like that, I instantly think of Charlton Heston from the Planet of the Apes. You maniacs! You ruined it! And he's just like,
you blew it up! God damn you!
I love those movies so much.
God damn you all to hell.
Goddamn yous all to hell.
Motherfucker.
Bobby from Long Island.
There we go. Let's remake Planet of the Apes, but have Tommy Wiseau as Charlton Heston.
When he throws when he's running up the stairs after they throw the net on him, he's like, "Don't touch me, motherfucker!" and he just rolls. You got his brain out. Oh, God. One movie. TLJ Screwjob says, from the Birds of Prey IMDb page, Kristen Stewart was the studio's main choice for the role of Barbara Gordon / Batgirl before the character was cut from the script. Now I'm glad Babs isn't in the movie.
Wow. Well, damn.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Kristen Stewart isn't the world's worst actress. Yeah, Charlie's Angels flopped, but that's because useless reboots are a thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she was fine. Underwater, she was just there. It's like she was just there. I don't know. I don't like her though. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna all of a sudden act like I like her movies, but
no.
Is she better than Ruby Rose? You decide. E-Temple Queen's Place to Be Reviews has a ton of Batgirl content if you're looking for that. I don't have the nerve to watch that show, but he does. And go watch the review.
Yeah, I don't have the capacity to watch that show. I'm sorry. I just don't. Like I don't care for it enough.
By the way, I'm legitimately surprised how much we're talking about Birds of Prey tonight. Like I had the trailer maybe once, and the audience is really, really invested in it.
Listen, ain't nobody gonna be talking about it once the movie fucking comes out. We might as well get it in there now.
Yeah, it's not coming out on International Women's Day, so it's not going to make $1 billion.
Oh, come on. Really? Damn.
I know, right? I know.
The emancipation of one shitty movie.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you mean you mean that they're not going to give a weird organization $30,000 to go have little girls watch the movie? Come on.
Oh, damn. Missed opportunities, kids.
Yeah, because that worked so well for Captain Marvel.
Me and the Joker broke up, and you should come see my movie, okay? Women's.
Bikini 90, Jeff, Neon is Clownfish TV. I apologize, Bikini 90. I just know.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right.
007 Cloud says .com. Darian217 says, I like J-Law. Wasn't she dragging her feet when she didn't want to play Mystique anymore because she's in Phoenix for a few scenes? She progressively complained about the paint makeup and how she didn't want to keep playing it.
Yeah, didn't who's the other chick who played her? Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did a couple times as well. She complained as well, but she still did it.
Yeah, she was better too.
Yeah. So I mean, once and I'm sure they improved the fucking technology of the makeup or whatever when she did it. So I don't know why she's complaining. It's like I'm sure it's way better when she did it. So
or it just would have made sense to be like, hey, you're playing Mystique in an X-Men movie, bitch. Don't you know who it is you're playing? So I get it. It's tough. It's probably hours and hours and hours. But you saw the other movies, and you're making a couple $1 million, J-Law. And I love Jennifer Lawrence, but come on now. That was bullshit.
Yeah, she's really, really hot, but she's okay. Like,
and they adjusted the films to be about you.
That's true. They did
outside of and that was part of the fucking problem. Days of Future Past was good, but they fucking forced you onto the X-Men team. What the fuck are you complaining about?
Yeah, because you were like Xavier's sister or something, some bullshit like that. I was like, when? I was like, when was that ever part of the thing?
Sister.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, all right. So so it's not something they just pulled from some comic. It's total bullshit. Okay, good to know.
She's Kurt's mom, and she fucking hates the X-Men. She's not Charles. I won't say Prince Charles. She's not Charles. She's not his adopted sister.
Prince Charles Xavier. I'd watch that fucking movie.
Well, did you hear he's not coming back for any more X-Men movies?
Prince Charles?
No, I mean Patrick Stewart's not coming back anymore.
Yeah, he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking Disney.
Yeah, he's going to do 1.5 seasons of Picard and be happy.
Well, he can retire with his young wife.
That's true. The show he had, I think, on HBO or whatever, was hilarious.
I like that.
Oh my god, that news show he had where he was just like fucking around all the time.
Oh yeah,
doing all kinds of funny shit. That show was hilarious as hell. It was him having so much fun just being himself. It was great, but after 2 seasons, they canned it.
LJ Screwjob says, speaking of Etho, my brother works at EA and got it for $20 for Christmas. And the selling point for the deluxe edition is the crew commentary. I remember when stuff like that was just a bonus part. Yeah, Rogue Squadron had commentary on it for free.
Yeah, but I mean, like I have no problem playing those games, and once again, I'm not going to pay them. Like even for Battlefront 2, I paid like $20 for it when it was I think a holiday weekend or something. They had it on sale for PS Network. Yeah,
I promise you, I ain't paying for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I play it sometimes, but not that much. When I'm bored, I'll play it. But yeah, I got it for cheap, but I'm not going to pay $50 or $60 for the new one. Fuck that.
By the way, TLJ Screwjob, I live not too far from EA, so maybe it's the same location.
It's in the game, motherfucker.
Yeah. Let's see. Luke Dreary, thank you very much. The Hobbit trilogy was horrible, but at least it had the good grace to not try to shove identity politics down our throats.
Well, I think that was before it, and it was like it just didn't exist back then, so. Or it wasn't a big Hollywood thing. So
turn a short story into 3 fucking movies.
Well, that's what happens when Hollywood gets a hold of that shit. They think, oh, we made so much money off Lord of the Rings, we're going to do it with Hobbit. It's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Well, same thing with the new Harry Potter stuff. They're trying to make it into like the new Harry Potter. It's like, no, people are tired of it. Quit.
Well, that and J.K. Rowling's doing everything she can to fucking piss people off about it. So that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Don't shit on your fans, lady.
Nope. Tweeter Trash says, as a 2017 Defender, Kathleen Kennedy cancels to punish low box office money. I guess he's talking about The Last Jedi.
I guess.
Yeah. Kathleen Kennedy just needs to be removed and go retire on a golf course and be happy and live your life safely. Just stay the fuck away from Star Wars because you don't know what you're doing.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. I wish her middle name was Felicia. Kathleen Felicia Kennedy.
Be funny shit.
Now, here's a name we haven't read in a while. Alpha Terranema. I just realized the sequel trilogy.
Oh, shit.
I just realized the sequel trilogy ends on a freaking knock-knock joke. Who talks first, then a yo mama joke, and then that. The absolute state.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where we're at.
Yep, that's Star Wars humor for you. Right, Jesse? Darian217, thank you very much again. Tyson taller than JJ, so a punch from him would be a straight shot to the face to JJ. I'm shorter than JJ. Probably go low, give him a sweeping uppercut to the chin. Attempt to shatter a knuckle upon hitting him hard enough.
Who are you, Guy Ritchie? Directing Robert Downey Jr. and Sherlock. What are you doing?
First off, I ain't messing with Darian 217 because I'm going to be taller and I really don't want to get hit in the chin. So
there you go.
Oh man, uppercuts, punches to the face. Things only the Sith now.
God damn it, you're right.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I'm just gonna stand by and drink a cup of black coffee and laugh the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Darian 217 says all these years watching boxing would pay off if I can only get one. Make it count.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, the sad thing is with those people is like they're too highly connected and they're too revered. They have too many connections to like be pulled out of Hollywood. They would do something really egregious to like get pulled out. So,
Nick, real quick, what if J.J. Abrams was like the kid from Cabin Fever? So when our friend Darian 217 goes to do the punch, he goes pancakes and does a fucking flip kick.
Oh God, I was about to say, does he bite him and then he gets the weird disease?
No. Dennis is sick.
Oh God, no. I mean, I once again, I doubt JJ is that agile. He seems like he doesn't work out at all ever. He just kind of like, he thinks about things to ruin all the time, and that's about it. He's like, what can I copy from Spielberg today?
He just has a book.
He still has a mystery box on his desk. He's like, nope, still can't open it. Still can't open it.
John Thomas says KK is fired. All the Lucasfilm employees act like the castle guards in The Wizard of Oz.
Jeez.
I wish
somebody would just pour some water on her. I'm not going to say drop a house on her because that's mean and, whatever. You can drop a fucking house on anybody. I would love for someone to make a video. They said they should drop a house on her. That's a threat. Like, who the fuck can drop a house? It's my uncle's house.
This isn't Twister. Calm
Bullshit,
down.
Jeff. You stole that house.
Oh man.
How the fuck I steal a house?
Fucking James Russell. The Adam Mead, thank you very much. After taking a deep dive, after taking a deeper dive past the things we have been blaming, I think the tanking of Star Wars and other beloved franchises is on purpose. Third or fourth level deeper. Thoughts?
No, it can't be on purpose. You spent $4 billion to buy it. Like what?
Yeah, because the purpose of buying these things is to exploit them and make money. So I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, if we're talking about burning a house down for the insurance, okay, sure, but a $4 billion franchise, I just don't. I can't see that happening. I mean, this isn't exactly a Fantastic Four situation where that studio had the fucking studio rights and they made that shitty movie to get the rights. Disney already bought them, so they don't have to. They don't need any fuckery to keep it.
No.
Yeah, they have it all. So that doesn't make sense. No.
Raging Rhino, thank you very much for your $1. Appreciate that, my friend. And McKinney90 says, Will Wheaton doesn't deserve a punch to the face. He deserves a gang initiation.
God damn.
Woo!
Blood in, blood out, Will.
Spicy meatball. Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, there are so many ways I can take that.
I was going to say this in closing. We have some really awesome fans. Don't piss them off because they will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm afraid of Bikini 90 now. So, yeah, I am. So, folks, thank you for watching tonight. We had a hell of a turnout, a hell of a time talking about Obi Wan Kenobi. Thank you to Kathleen Kennedy for ruining Star Wars even further. I'd like to extend a middle finger to the woman. I don't know, whatever. You guys have anything you want to say? Nick, promote your movie, your channel.
Right, let me do my split screen thing. There we go. All right. Let's see. There we go. You should be able to see the. There we go. There's the poster on the screen. Mother Noose, Once Upon a Nightmare. I'm a part of it. Apparently, I'm in it as well. I directed 3 parts now. One involved 2 ladies in bed. You're gonna have to buy the DVD to find out which story that was. Jeff's in it. I still can't think of bologna and not kind of throw up in my mouth, Jeff. I'm sorry. Here's some pictures from it from the set. Some things we shot. There's me in a chair getting whipped by some older lady. Here is the trailer on the Buck Short YouTube channel. Give it a watch, give it a share, give it a like, give it a comment. Let's get this all around. Also, I'll be at Days of the Dead, February 7th through the 9th. Selling this movie at the Buck Short table in the vendor room. I will be white girl wasted. Just warning you right now. So anything I promise you or talk to you about, I probably will not remember.
Now, I need
you
you to promise me that you're going to be that white girl wasted at Horror Hound Cincinnati, since we'll all be there.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's a whole year of me being white girl wasted with you guys, because there's several things we're like meeting up for. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of weird pictures and videos happening.
You should just be white girl wasted 24/7, man.
I really should. Fuck my liver. I don't need it. I can get another one.
I feel like in the future, upskirt shots of you will be worth tens of dollars.
I could sell some stuff like that. That's fine. That's okay. I can do that.
Celebutantes.
I'm all right with that. That's good.
What I always wanted. 2004 has come back full circle. I just saw American Police again for the first time in a while, and now I want to be Paris Hilton. Not really.
Oh, jeez, man. Paris Hilton.
Oh,
Good God. Man.
Nick or Ken or Dion, anything you guys want to say?
We ain't found shit.
Thanks for listening.
Oh, Dion, Jesse says watch Mean Girls.
God damn it.
He says, God damn it. All right, so folks, thank you for watching. Tonight has been episode 203 of World Class Bullshitters. It's been a hell of a time, and I can't wait for next week's show. I can't wait for the High Council. So I'm going to work on a guest. I don't have anything lined up yet. We'll see who we can get. But in the meantime, check out all of our content here on the channel. We talked about Obi Wan last week. It turns out the rumors were true, all of them. And yeah, that's it, folks. Thank you for watching. And as always, hold on. 007 Cloud says, Ching Chong virus updates. Cassie in Washington, LAX, California, and Texas. What? The virus is in LAX.
Oh!
No, don't. Stop reading 4chan. They haven't got cases in LAX.
Well, I mean, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Folks, if I die, I love each and every one. Well, not everybody, most of you. If I die, if we stop making content, I died from the virus, and yeah.
The virus killed a grimace.
Yeah, nothing can kill a grimace.
If zombies happen, we know Jeff was patient 0.
Yes. So we're going to jump over to After Hours. We're going to do our nominations for the World Class Bullshitters Hall of Fame. And then make sure you guys do not miss out on our Academy Awards live watch party and all this other shit. We'll even talk about our Royal Rumble predictions maybe. So, folks, thank you for watching. And as always, be excellent to each other.
.com